You know who it is, Meisters. It's not like we went anywhere. It's not like we even stepped out of the room at any point, Meisters. We've been here the whole time. Chat's already blowing up. Everybody's hanging out. We're just... Meisters, this is why you're the greatest community in the business. Well, I mean, it's not a business, Meisters. It's a community. But kind of already said that. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, Meisters, but that's beside the point. Okay? It's beside the point. Y'all just sit down, get your tea, hang out. Because we got some special stuff going on tonight! Of course, you know, we already decimated some automatons, slaughtered bugs, sterilized a whole planet, nuked a few nests, you know, all the things you do on a normal weekday evening. All those things. And obviously now we're going to have to catch up with some chat because everybody's just blowing me up. Slow it down. No, don't slow it down. I'm sorry, Meisters. Whoa. You sit down. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I was joking. Y'all sit back down. We already had NC drop in the chat. Hans is in there. QS is in there. It's a full house. Doc 1760 first time in the chat too over there on Rumble. Good to see you, Doc. Doc said I like the Nixie clock in the background. Nixie clock? We're talking about my countdown? I don't know what a Nixie clock is, to be honest with you. You know what? It matters not. If you appreciate it, Doc, that's all that matters. So here's the deal. I didn't realize it was called a Nixie clock. Is that what this is? Why don't you guys tell me that that's what it's called? I thought this was for calculating complex things and bringing data in the trillions, you know, per second. Did I get lied to? Meisters, did the crew lie? We're going to talk about this later. We're going to talk about this later. All right, Meisters, we got to get ready. Because we're doing some special stuff tonight. We're still waiting on one more person, Meisters, but we're going to start something special tonight. But first, quick introduction. There are 3 other players with us in this honor mode. We are going to have a longtime friend of your boy Omega. A longtime friend of your boy Omega's friend. Where am I going with this? Needless to say, 2 people know each other really well. Then 2 more people know each other well, and then somehow 2 other. It came about in a random. It's not important, Meisters. The point is, I'm going to give you three new players for this here Baldur's Gate playthrough. And yes, it's honor mode. And yes, it's like the first stream we ever did where we beat Dead Space in the impossible difficulty. Meisters and made it look easy, obviously. We're going to take on Baldur's Gate and do exactly that. Just make it look easy. Make it look easy. That's what we're here for. So we've got Ravier. We've got some dark libertarian. And the Cornfield Ghost joining us tonight. And the native to this channel, as always, Hans is going to hang out with us as well. So that's who you got. We're still missing one, so we're just hanging out and chatting. The idea of this honor mode playthrough, Meisters, is going to be that we pick a theme and we have to stick to it through the whole playthrough. And Meisters, I've seen the themes that have been thrown out there, and I'm not disappointed. I assume Dark and Rav, y'all are both hoping that yours gets rolled, right?
That is correct.
So nobody's voting for somebody else's theme. See, I could care less if it's Ninja Turtles. Even though that's what I threw out there.
So you had so Dark, you had to choose one theme, but so
One.
far we have
Just one.
Can I choose it based on if I win the roll?
Oh. No, it has to be thrown out there ahead of time. That is not how that works. You got to put it out there.
No, but I posted them. Did you see it?
Oh yeah.
but you had to choose one of the ones you posted.
You have to go. You got to commit to one, Dark. You got to commit.
I don't do commission. Oh.
You don't do commitment.
Commissions.
It's a
So
Nixie
do we
tube
want to
clock,
tell
huh,
everybody
Doc?
what the potential options are? Do you want to tell your audience?
Hey, Chef dropping back in over there on Twitch. He said, I have converted to teach priest praise to the machine gods. Hey, good to see you, Chef. Well, I guess, are you Magus now? Do you go by Magus now since you changed your name? It matters not to me. And have you played Baldur's Gate and do you have thoughts? Praise the machine. Praise the sun. What game are we playing? I don't even know what it would be. What is the catchphrase for Baldur's Gate?
What is the catchphrase for Baldur's Gate?
I don't think they have one, do they?
These boots have seen everything.
Like in in Lords of the Fallen, it's no, I'm not thinking of Lords of the Fallen. What is it? Stay in the light. What is Stay in the light? What was that from? I played something recently where they say Stay in the light. Oh, that's Thalasta. Thalasta, everything is Stay in the light. That was a good one. That's a good catchphrase. Because, well, you know what? I'm not going to explain it, Meisters. You need to go back and watch the streams.
Maybe it's Praise the Absolute.
That could, I don't know. Magus said, I have the game. I've played a lot of that game. Let me check my hours. I haven't even got to Act 2 yet. Wait! Well, I guess you could put that many hours in, right? Lords of the Fallen is in the light we walk. In light we walk. Oh, yeah, that's correct. That is correct. I remember that. Yeah, I think that it is Praise the Absolute in this one, isn't it? Could be wrong. And is there
Or is it
anything
for
for
the
the
Absolute?
good guys? I don't think so. NC said Baldur's Gate Rogaine won't fix these bugs. QS wants to know, so what's all the options for the theme? Oh, excellent question, QS. We got to make Dark commit to a theme of some kind. He has done none of those things, but he will.
I've got 3 themes. How about we'll choose what they think, and then I'll go with that one.
Okay, I'll throw it out there to you, Meisters. NC, Doc, QS, Hans, if you're watching, yeah, because I know you're muted in the chat. Here are the 3 things. You got Among Us. One person is against the rest, and as long as we aren't in combat, they will attempt to sabotage the team. Okay? Let's see. Everyone but the original saboteur has to... Okay, wait, hold on. There's a little bit more to this. Cut it off early. No one knows who it is. If the person dies in combat or is killed by other players, everyone but the original saboteur has to roll to see who is the next one. I like that one. It's pretty good. Number 2, each person has to represent a communist country and has to stick with that way or the way that country would act. Another great option. And then we've got the Ballad of Death. All players have to choose pre-made characters, but the class changes to the Bard class once we get in the game. So we basically have to reclass the Bard, but using the characters that are already in the game. So those are the 3 Meisters. I'll let y'all jump in the chat, say which one you like. If you need me to give you those 3 again, they are Among Us, Ballad of Death, and then the Communist Countries, or Double C.
Hey, can you link your Twitch stream in chat as well?
Leak my Twitch stream in chat?
Link.
Oh.
Speaking isn't his forte.
So you want to see the Twitch chat in the Rumble stream? I believe that is an option.
Oh, whatever it is. Yeah.
Hold on, I believe that is an option.
I think he wants you to link your Rumble stream in the General Madness chat, so he can click on it and see it.
that I can do. Hold on. That's even easier. I thought I was combining chats. It's not even that complicated. Love it. Let's see where we are currently.
Okay, and so just so everybody knows, those three are Darko. Dark has to choose one of those three as his idea. The remaining ideas are playing as Lord of the Rings characters, and then for cough, for Omega.
My God!
This is gonna get complicated really fast. Except I probably won't mess it up. I'm just throwing it out there, Meisters. I probably won't mess it up. All right, let me throw this in here for you all, gents. There it is.
Thank you.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Han said, Link, Omega, get it right. I'm sorry, okay? My ears do not hear gibberish and then translate. It's not how it works. All right. So Magus said, I played Baldur's Gate for around 26 hours. I had to delete my game because it takes so much storage. I think option 1 is the best choice, not so tricky. I think best start is Rogue, multi-class into Druid, and shape-shifting and disguise self. Dude, you're not wrong though. That's awesome. If you were the imposter, Rogue would be a phenomenal choice.
So Corn is in. Corn has made it.
I'm here.
There is the Corn. So we got our 4 players now. Let me get back over here. Corn, did you figure out what your theme is?
I have no idea.
I think he threw his support behind the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings universe. Play any character from the
You
Lord
have
of the
to
Rings
give us a
universe.
different theme though. We can't have 2 of the same one. That changes the chances that things are rolled. Magus said, Lord of the Rings. Please, someone play Gimli or Boromir. Or Bomber? You talking about Bombadil?
I will pick Metal Gear Solid as a theme.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one too. All right, so here are the 4 Meisters. Here are the 4. We've got. Anyone else vote? Who's Joe? There's no Joe, QS. There's no Joe. That was a mistake. You took. Jan said you took too many 380s to the eardrum. It's probably true. NC said, my local chicken place calls me Lord of the Wings. Because I once ate 52 wings in a single sitting. That's impressive, my good sir. Depending on the size of the wing, though. Are you talking like Buffalo Wild Wing size wings? Because they're kind of small. Odd says we made Vietnamese restaurant called Pho King Chicken. Pho being pronounced as pho. Oh, King Chicken. Gotcha, brother. Anyway, in that. Hold on, NC. I'm trying to understand this one. He said, in that kitchen's sanitation rating was an A. Fucking amen. Okay, I got it now. To answer your question, Magus, I had already thought about Gimli. That was, I was right there on the cusp of it. I almost went Gimli and just went like a barbarian, because that's essentially what Gimli is. And just stuck with like a great axe or something like that. But then I had a spark of genius, and I said I've got to be the Lego lass. That would be my character if we get Lord of the Rings. And essentially the theme is anything I can do to look like a Lego lass, I will do. I don't know how realistic that is, because Baldur's Gate is too high definition graphics for me to be all blocky like an actual Lego, but we'll see. I'm gonna attempt to go for it. Magos. Gotcha, my bad, brother. Magos. Not trying to be mean, but yeah. Hey, dude, it's totally fine. I have to correct everybody all the time. They call me Mr. Meister or the Omega Meister. It's Omega! Just Omega! So, anyway. Let me see. We got to roll dice, my friends. Everybody got your Baldur's Gate pulled up? Ready to go?
I do, and I'm ready to join.
Then I am
Getting
a
mine
step
pulled
behind.
up now.
Let me pull that up. All right,
Do we roll
so
first?
the consensus for the chat is that Among Us is the one for Darko.
All right.
So-
Darko is locked in for Among Us. Hoorah.
And I'm hoping my reinstall of Baldur's Gate has cleaned up the mods that I did to it so that it doesn't completely mess us up from being able to join each other.
That would be devastating.
So we're gonna hope that that's the case. NC, you need to stop. You're killing me, NC. He said, first name Omega, last name Meister. You guys trolled me way too much. US said I like the Lord of the Rings. Well, it's an option. We're gonna roll the dice. We didn't want it to be just an agreed upon theme because that makes it too predictable, and everybody kind of just we just choose the thing that we want the most. We want it to be a little chaotic, which is kind of the idea behind a themed playthrough of Honor Mode. That's why it's going to be a random theme based on who rolls the highest. So. I wonder how this works. / roll. And then D20.
You
Boom.
would put 1d20. You had to put 1d20,
Oh.
I think.
Ah, you got a 1.
Nat 1.
Some net 1. Okay, so it does work. There it is. That's how we're going to do it. So
Oh.
I'm trying to think how I can put this up here for you, Meisters. Let me see if I can.
You can screenshot it, right?
Definitely can.
Well, he wants it to
screenshot
happen live.
Yeah, we're going to do it live. We're doing it live! I'm going to put it up on the big screen for you, Meisters. I don't think any information in here is going to cause too many issues. So, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I can do this in such a way that you can only see
I was like,
what I
just
want
that
you to
portion
see,
of the
Meisters.
screen. Yeah.
Only see what I want you to see. Let's see. There should be a way to pull the chat out of here.
He says, my little bronies, we actually did talk about that. I don't remember who suggested it, but someone said that it was a thing.
I think QS said you guys should have done something Giphy. Or girly. So I thought it said Giphy. I'm terrible tonight. Let me take the glasses off! They said no, Meisters. They said absolutely not. Why?
If he takes off his glasses, you'll reveal his secret.
Yeah, a secret I don't want revealed, Meisters. Secret I don't want revealed.
It's an empty husk with a little AI robot puppeting it.
No.
Those aren't glasses,
Pull this
those
up
are
a little higher.
windshields.
Do this. Well, I can take this, can't I? I can take this. No, can't take that. This is more complicated than I gave it credit for, honestly. So we wanted to do so I couldn't, make it something it wasn't, Meisters. That's what I was trying to go for. I can't, we can't have scripted this and throw out the dice rolls. That's the goal, right? And it's not cooperating. You know what, you guys, you're getting nicknames. That's all there is to it. You're getting nicknames so we can keep things the way they need to be. Change nickname.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And you'll
I
get new
see.
nicknames
I
for
mean,
your
we-
characters
I mean-
once it's done. You'll get new nicknames.
I mean,
Wait.
can we edit our name for your server?
You should be
that's
able
what he
to.
did. That's what a nickname is. I'm glad you caught up with us, Mr. Dark.
Alright. There is that. I cannot change my own nickname for some reason.
You don't have permission.
I don't have permission to change that. Isn't that crazy, Meisters? That I don't have permissions to change my own nickname. I have roles. I have move to. I have apps. I have edit server profile. Maybe that's it.
That one. That's their edit server profile.
Server nickname. There it is. So we're just gonna go back to the original for right now. We're gonna take that out. All right, and then I will change it after we figure out everything here. All right, Meisters. It's getting up on the big screen right now. I hope y'all are ready for this.
Dark changed his name.
There it is, Meisters. So you can see. It's right up on the big screen there. I got a 1, and I'm not taking it back, Meisters. I'm not taking it back. Would I have liked to play Ninja Turtles? Yes, I would have liked to play Ninja Turtles. But I can't take it back. Gentlemen, roll your dice.
I am about to roll. Here we go. Oh, no.
Another low roll. Oh, 15!
Let's go, Corn. Nat 20.
Wait, how do I do this?
Slash roll space D20.
1d20, right?
Yeah, 1d20.
I just did D20 and it gave me the same result.
Boom.
5. Wow. So 15 it is.
Among Us it is.
So here's the question: how do we roll to figure out who is the saboteur? Is there a way that we can roll so that the audience knows, but none of us do, except for the person?
Ooh, that's a great question, Hans. I'm gonna bring you in on this one since you're in here. Talk to me, Hans. What are our options here? Because if you know, honestly, you being here is great because you could do something on the side quietly to pick the saboteur and then pass it to the individual who is the saboteur so that none of us know. I say Hans is here, but then I say all that and he doesn't respond.
Amazing.
Incy said Omega has a glass eye with a laser in it. That would be neat. Pull the whole Cyclops thing. That's not my secret, unfortunately.
Let's see.
QS said a secret? Question mark. Incy said I had a nickname, but it was stolen by a Brit. Yes, it was actually accurately titled. Baldur's Gate 3, The Challenge of Autism. That's not a bad stream name. The Challenge of Autism. Alright, so we need a secret. How do we do a secret assignment for who is what?
We would need a fifth person. We would need a roll without looking at the chat or your stream. And then we would need to just never look back.
Correct.
At
so
chat.
what we would have to do, I think, is secretly roll to an individual. So we would chat that one individual, roll the dice.
We secretly roll native. Yeah.
And then he, knowing the result, will message the person who is the actual saboteur and tell him he is the saboteur. That's exactly how that would be.
Here. But he has to be here, which he's not.
Actually, you know what? Here's what we can do. QS, you are in. I've got you in the Discord. So here's what I'm going to do, QS. In real life, you are going to secretly determine who the real person is. So what I need you to do, QS, is go get. You can do 1 dice. You can do 4. I don't care. Get a die. Roll it for each individual. The person with the highest result in ties or a reroll, obviously. The person with the highest result ends up being the saboteur. Then, how am I going to get you to add each individual? Let's see. Message the individual.
Wait, why don't
she could just message us directly from the server if she's in the server.
That's true. So let me make sure you're in the server.
Man, I didn't know that mom was going to be so complicated. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, somebody.
But it adds to it. It's all right. It adds to it.
We couldn't draw pieces of paper because we're not in the room with each other. Oh.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could just put, names in a hat. That's always good. Names in a hat. Where in the world are you? I've got too many people in here now in my friends list. This is ridiculous.
So friendly. Oh, but this does mean that we get to make our own characters now. And behave appropriately.
I dig it.
Blast.
You know what, Meisters? While I'm figuring this out, let me quickly take a quick break and refill the mug with H2O, and I will sit back down and figure this out. I'll be right back.
Comes to me.
All right, Meisters,
which it is
we got
what
it.
is.
We got it figured out. One of us is going to get a private message here in a minute,
Okay.
and it's not going to be on screen if it comes to me. So we are set.
Ooh.
Wait, how is this random then?
Because
Well, the
person
dice will
is
get
randomly
rolled.
Choosing it.
The dice will
That's
get
not
rolled.
random.
The randomly someone with the highest number will get the role of saboteur. They will be messaged directly to be told they are the saboteur, similar to receiving a piece of paper that tells you you're the killer. In Mafia.
So before we get that, what does the saboteur do? Are we basically like trying to kill before?
Outside of combat, you're trying to sabotage the team, individual or groups of people,
okay.
whatever the case may be. Without
And that's left up to interpretation, I'm assuming.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Yep.
and the other thing is if the people in chat don't know, they can try to figure out who the saboteur is.
Oh, that's excellent. That is excellent. I like that idea a lot. That's a play along for you, Meisters.
Okay, so do we go ahead and start creating the campaign in the game while we're waiting for a message?
Yeah, we can certainly start making our characters because we know we're playing Among Us now. So, Meisters, let's get down to some character creation.
Only the saboteur is going to get a message.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, it'll be a direct message to the saboteur.
He's over here.
Why is this still loading? Baldur's Gate doesn't want to work tonight? We can fix that. Let's try this again, Meister.
I mean, it's still loading. You can
It
get
was
your
it was
stuff
on the
together,
loading
Mr.
screen,
Omega.
stuck at 100%, which I don't know what that means.
Well, that doesn't bode well. Mine did that for 3 hours one time.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. All right, QS has notified the saboteur. So we are good to go.
Oh,
It is time to roll. Look at that.
21 of you in the chat, Meisters. Y'all are blowing it up tonight. I bet we're on the front page of Rumble now. Y'all need to slow down, Meisters. Let's have a look. Let's have a look right here and see where we're at, Meisters.
This guy. It's going to his head.
I just learned what Rumble was today.
See, I hear that a lot, though. There's a lot of people that have that same
You
experience.
probably are on the front because
Look at that. Look at that, Meisters.
On all of Rumble.
Number 4. Because of you, Meisters. Not because of this guy. It's because y'all. All coming in here, hanging out with us, having a good time.
Hey, are you able to update the title of your stream on the fly?
Yes, I can actually.
If
Well,
you could
not
update,
the.
I think, Quest Among Us.
Oh, yes, I can do that.
Oh
Why
my gosh,
are you
we're on
not
the front
loading?
page.
What is your
Yes.
problem? Alright, troubleshooting time. LNR dropping in the chat. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. He said hit that thumbs up. Show your support. Alright. This might mean an update to a driver or something in order to get this to start cooperating.
Alright, so now we can come up with our own, while we're doing that, our own unique character stories. I think this could be exciting.
Alright.
Do we want to have a
let's try
cohesive
some-
sort of story with our group, or is everybody going to make up something on their own?
Probably make up something on our own.
It's Among Us,
Right.
so each person's an individual, so I don't think it's a group thing. Anyway, if it was
Independent.
Lord of the Rings or one of those others, I think that we have an argument for it, but since it's Among Us, definitely individual.
Okay. Alright, well now I'm reaching out to chat. Chat, what sort of magic user do I need to play? I've already decided I'm playing a magic user. Definitely a wizard. Describe
You
my
heard him,
character.
Meisters. Give him
Melee
that
wizard.
feedback. LNR, QS, NC,
Melee wizard. Do it.
Melee
You
Wizard. You know,
Armor, big
honestly
guy, spells in
though,
melee range.
You're the worst. And I think that's an Eldritch Knight, so
No. It can't be an Eldritch Knight. It has to be a pure magic caster in melee range.
FB dropping in the chat too over there on Rumble. Good to see you, brother. We are playing a themed Baldur's Gate playthrough. The theme is Among Us. We have a saboteur known only to the saboteur. Wizard multi-class rogue. That's Mago said he wants you to play a wizard multi-class rogue.
Wizard multi-class rogue. See, and I'm sitting here thinking like, tell me my backstory.
LNR said melee or not
You're
worth
like-
it. Oh, I mean, if he's a multi-classed wizard rogue, melee, you know, it's
See, there it
it's
is,
an
he's
option.
right.
It's an option.
Yep. Melee wizard, they have spoken.
That-
See?
LNR said, "Yup."
Someone's on the same wavelength.
but I hate you.
You asked the chat. You're at their mercy,
I
not
asked the
mine.
chat. I
You
didn't
asked
ask
the
this,
chat. That was on you.
this random person who I probably just met in this voice chat.
Okay, so what's everyone else playing then? Because then that might kind of make me want to do my backstory kind of based on the class I'm going to be playing as.
Sure. So we've got a magic user who's also going to be melee, which is interesting. I'm down to play either a dedicated healer or I could be a frontline tank. I'm okay with that as well.
Ooh. Okay.
Mego said rogue will be leveled into trickster. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Okay,
wait,
yeah, but
if you're leveling the rogue into a trickster and he's multi-class as a mage, that's gonna be interesting how that works.
Yeah,
You-
but see, a rogue is a quarter caster and a mage is a full caster, so I won't ever get to 6th level spells. I don't know how I feel about that.
US said
won't
someone needs to be a barbarian. What? I could be a frontline tank barbarian. I am okay with that. I'm okay with that option.
So we've got a magic user, we've got our tank. Do I get to be the sneaky sneak, or what else?
You are
could be the
more than
sneaky
welcome
sneak.
to be so.
I mean, we can have whatever we want.
Yeah, you can have whatever you want. I will say that playing without a cleric might be tough on honor mode.
I could be like an overly touched like cleric.
You could.
Hey, you'll use. Okay, this is neat. Mego said you'll use majority of the class as stealth, have teleportation as the vent. Teleportation is considered the vent. It's not a bad idea. You know what would be nice is if we could hide view of our characters from one another if we're not actually in view of one another. But I don't think the game works that way.
Well, actually, it sort of does. At a certain distance, it'll deload certain parts of the server for you. So if I am further away, then I won't be able to see you, for example.
Oh, that's true. And you could actually set traps for people too. Interesting.
I need to turn down this.
Invisibility spells work too, said Magos. That's true. If you're invisible and you walk into line of sight of your allies, they can't see you necessarily, right?
No, you should. If your allies should have a.
Yeah.
I wish.
Outline.
Yeah,
Outline
see,
of
it would be
outline.
nice if we could change the settings in Baldur's Gate so that's not the case. It would be nice.
So the full mod pack that they released has certain restrictions, but somebody figured out how to remove those restrictions. So you could potentially make complete games, like complete campaigns, using the new modding stuff.
We might look into a mod for this Meisters so that we can make those changes, because that does sound like it'd be very, very good for this particular playthrough with this theme. If we could hide ourselves from each other, other than in line of sight, that would be huge.
We still having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm working to fix it. I think it has to do with I reinstalled, of course, but I don't think it took away the mods. They're still in the folder, so I gotta go in.
Alright, so
doing
you
any
should
mods for
manually
this,
remove
right?
them.
Oh my
I gotta
gosh.
go manually
What was that,
remove
Corn?
these.
This...
We're not doing any mods for this, right? This is a
No,
completely...
no mods. Straight, full difficulty, honor mode. Nothing is being made easier for us.
There's people that have thousands of viewers on this thing. Huh.
So I'm also watching the stream and seeing this delay.
Yeah, there is quite the delay, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They have a low latency key for their premium streamers, which I am. But I just haven't requested or set up a key for it because there were some bugs I heard early on from some of the other
Gotcha.
what's the word?
Streamers.
Content creators.
Ah.
Yeah, streamers. I was trying to use a different word. Just because, saying the same word multiple times in a row tends to be less than optimal. Alright. I gotta figure this out. Where is this?
What is best in life? Conan the Barbarian, to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
Mod fixer?
I once quoted that inside a team huddle, and no one understood it.
It's unfortunate.
So maybe it's gonna be funny because I asked
Gotta work backwards
you
from
about
here,
Harry
basically.
Potter in the team huddle today, and the conversation went from no, witchcraft is bad to, and then somebody else saying I was always curious about witchcraft.
Is that how we got on that?
That's exactly how it got, because everybody was quietly taking a personality quiz, and I was like, so who likes Harry Potter? And some people shook their head no, some people shook their head yes, and then those were the two parts of the conversation. I'm like, I'm just asking about a fantasy story. This conversation got derailed super hard. Then I asked about the Matrix. Same thing happened. So
Mago said
Yeah,
for weapons you're
I think it will
restricted to a crossbow and dagger and short sword. Spell will only be hand casted, no staffs.
I don't think I trust your chat. I'm not gonna lie.
Magos knows how to really work into the theme of the game for sure.
I might
give
have
him
made a mistake.
credit. Where do I see more? There, view more. There's got to be a way to. Why would you want to mod your carry weight? I don't understand that.
Because carry weight is a lame game mechanic.
It's. I guess,
you want
but
full realistic immersion.
Right. If you're not gonna do that, then screw it. Let me carry as many swords as I want. I'm
that's
already
true.
carrying 30.
That is fully fair. That is fully fair. I agree with that.
Though you can also get completely around it by sending everything to camp and then going back and forth between camp when you're standing in front of the vendor.
Oh, you lost 2 viewers. Oh, no.
Hans says we are very trustworthy. We are many.
Coming from Hans.
we are making your decision.
Oh, jeez. Let's see.
So I opened up the random multiplayer lobbies just to take a look. There's people playing at level 17.
Oh yeah,
Capped
yeah.
at
There's
12.
definitely
It is
mods
capped
for
at
that.
12. Mod allows it to go past that level. But I don't know if they made it where you can do a single class past level 12. I think you have to start multi-classing after level 12 to continue going up in levels. But yeah, there's a level 17 lobby up. That's amazing. How are they? Oh, look, there's a level 20 lobby. Okay.
I mean, doesn't normal D&D cap at 20?
Normal D&D caps at 20, but you're demigods at that point.
Yeah.
The content you're supposed to be doing at level 20, I believe, is like interstellar fights with gods. If I'm correct.
Well, I've always wanted to fight a god.
Oh, you can do that after 3 years on one campaign in a regular D&D game.
The likes only come when I die, Hans. Really? Really? That's hilarious. Your
Show me
mistake.
support.
Mago said your mistake was letting me brainstorm this as a machine god wills it. That's a fair statement, Magos. All right, let's see if this fixed it. Machine gods do tend to throw a wrench into a storyline, don't they? They do tend to throw a wrench into a storyline.
I will be right back.
Go for it.
I will be right back.
Gone forever.
It's loading.
It's vanished to the ether.
Loading. Han said he will be missed. You know, I do tend to have a lot more viewers when I start dying, Hans. You are correct on that. I don't understand it. It's like people like seeing me upset. They enjoy seeing me upset. I'm not 100% sure why, but it does seem to work that way. Meisters, the only person who's actively in chat is that doesn't feel that way is Magos over there on Twitch. He's the only one that shows up and actually gives me, support.
I give support.
Where's Magos? I don't see Magos.
I mean, Hans, your version of support and what I'm referring to are two different things.
I mean, I'll plant a Tesla tower next to your head, but that's support.
Yeah, as it chain lightnings me 5 bugs down a chain to get 30 feet further than it could normally do. QS says that's because you're a
biscuit. That's just how amazing your conductivity is.
You can't use my breakfast references against me, QS. That's not how that works. She said, and excuse me, sir. LNR said, I give support when I can push the right button combinations. That is true. When you're actually hanging out in game with me, LNR, I think that a lot of times you're more support than Hans, because at least I die less with you.
Oh, now it's my fault.
You just tend to put things onto the map that cause some serious damage to my personal self.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem.
Oh, it's a me problem now, huh?
Yeah.
It's a me problem. I see how it is.
Maybe they got to put all the turrets on the map for you too. Next upgrade.
Mego said, "Oh, I'm not to the trolling phase yet. Give me a year of following you, then I might find things to be accidents, quote unquote." Thanks, Megos. One person I could rely on to show up in the chat and make me feel supported is now basically saying I have 6 months more. Well, no. I may have more than that. I'm just going to give myself 6 months before you decide that trolling me is the way to go. Just like Hans.
I mean, I started out the gate trolling him.
That's true. Literally, that's how we met. He showed up in my chat and just started trolling me.
I have not stopped trolling him since we played Halo at church.
That's actually accurate.
Some people have a punchable face. He's got a trollable stream.
Trollable stream.
What kind of church you at where they had Halo?
Yeah.
Halo? All churches have Halo. Haven't you seen Angels?
Yeah.
Got him.
Very clever. So clever.
Okay.
So this is what D&D is, huh?
This is what D&D is. It's a lot of setup and very little gameplay.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Alright, let me see. So, apparently, I've been notified that the blinds on my window are open.
Oh,
And this is bad.
Mago said, I'm usually very merciful on hard games such as Lords. Yeah, I will say, Lords is probably the darkest of Dark Souls games you can play. Souls-type games, I should say.
I don't know. It has a very knockoff feeling for me. Very knockoffy.
Oh, it's a Souls game, 100%. That's kind of the point. Everybody said, that Lord of that Dark Souls game, that was so popular, we got to make our own version of that so we can make some money. That's exactly what happened.
I mean, and it was successful, so I guess more to them, right?
It was.
It was successful,
It was
right?
very successful. And anyone who's done Souls-type games well after Dark Souls did well. They sold well. Magos said, "Oh, you want some more lore about it?" Absolutely. He said, Pieta is the daughter of the guy with a bunch of arms. Yeah, you were mentioning that earlier. How exactly does that work? Because he's like only in the Umbral realm. So how is he... It just seems kind of... it doesn't... I can't connect... I guess when you go into the Umbral world, you might get, like, deformed somehow. Kind of how Judge Cleric gets deformed when she's corrupted. So I guess I can see it. It's still just... I don't know. Let's go in here. Let me go log in. Maybe I'll get some more info here.
US, I would be willing to bet that I have trolled Omega for, longer than most people. It is quite likely. I have more trolling hours in.
Eleanor said never played BG3, so I'm currently downloading it. 143 gigs. I might play tomorrow when it's finished. Dude, it's good. You will be very glad you played it. Definitely worth it.
That's a big game.
It is a big game.
It is a good game, though. It is a game that was created by people with passion and love for the game. That
Yes.
is just chef's kiss.
I was hoping.
I'm hoping to actually finish it.
That's honestly the hardest thing about BG3 is finishing the game. It's that big. Mago said he put an umbral parasite to impregnate a woman with an unborn child. That's why her blood heals, as she is a hybrid of the living and umbral. Oh, that's...
Is there a second chat you are reading about?
Yeah, it's so Magos is a follower on Twitch, and then you've got like eight or more people that are pretty active on Rumble.
We need to get you on the Stream Ninja thing.
Omega,
So you can
do I
combine
know
your chat.
QS?
I do need to.
Probably.
You might. Let's see.
Okay.
That's why her.
Do
Oh
we
yeah.
need to like call in the tech support?
It might need to. I'm trying to figure out where these mods got placed so that I can remove them. And so I'm working backwards, but finding the mods that I used, that's the tough part.
Would it,
So you
would it be wise to make a new install just for our run?
Well, that's what I tried to do. And it didn't clear everything out, which is odd. So I guess it kept the folder.
Yeah, you got to change the location.
Oh, jeez. Let's make that a fun process, too.
Do you have 2 hard drives?
Yeah, I was about to say you
Negative.
can always install to the second drive. Oh,
Unfortunately, no.
I
Fortunately, no.
see.
No, but you can partition your drive and extend it and then
True.
split it up and then
True.
yeah. Oh man, this is turning into an adventure.
Who knew, Meisters,
This
you're
is the
gonna...
real adventure.
Yeah, QS
like
said,
when you
Ravier, I
have
feel
4
like I might know you,
different
but we might have met since we both know Omega outside of this stream. There's a potential for it. I don't know.
1, 2.
It's one of
Yeah,
those
I actually
things.
I have got 4 different drives that range from 2 terabytes to 4 terabytes.
I
Oh, wait.
have 2 drives.
I think I
but
found
only one of them
it.
is a solid state drive.
Yes, this is the mod. All right, now, what did
have, 2
Files.
4 terabyte drives and 1 2 terabyte drive, and then a boot drive. It's only like 200.
So hey, what if we were to do this? What if you tell us which character you want us to create, and someone has to control your character?
How do you create 4 characters if there's only 3 people?
You wouldn't be able to spectate the game though.
Han
Wait a
said,
second.
that's what I'm saying. Get you dice on the ground. Hey, QS said it. I mean, are we ever going to start the game, man? I'm working on it. Look, I'm like 5 steps closer already. So just give me another 30 minutes.
Oh god.
That's rough.
I'm messing. Let's see.
I mean, I have a Steam Deck, so I could let you remote into my computer, and I could play on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, I'm just going to remote into someone else's computer, use it in order to stream the game, and then he's going to play on his Steam Deck while we do that.
That actually
brilliant.
works really well, because if I'm the saboteur, I can actually sabotage you, and no one will know.
Yeah, no one will ever know.
Oh,
That would be true
that'd be-
sabotage right there, where I'm in the middle of something and then he just takes over and ruins it. Mago said, yeah, it's pretty messed up, all right. Messed up. All right, who is playing Gimli? They need to be a barbarian fighter. We got Among Us, we're not playing Lord of the Rings. It's Among Us. He uses a double battle axe, 1 blade, great axe, and two dual axes, both throwing or just chopping. See, that's what I was going to do if I did. Well, that was one of my ideas if we did Lord of the Rings. Wait, he has a Steam Deck. Oh, I have a Steam Deck player too. Let's go! Yes, yes, indeed. Absolutely. You know, I don't think that's as uncommon as you think it is, Magos.
Oh, that is so strange. You know that Rumble blocks you from trying to auto sign in with other things?
Yes, they want to try and prevent bots and things like that as much as they can. So there's certain requirements that they try to do in order to keep, you know, from being allowed on the channel, which I like. I'd prefer less bots. I want real people, not bots. You said 30 minutes. Maybe you should get help. Well, QS, if there was someone who could help, I'd let them help. But you know what? I don't have the ability to let somebody help.
We're trying to help.
Yes.
You said you didn't
The team
want
is
it.
trying to help.
We are helping.
Well, I mean, the whole remote into your computers,
That music.
the whole remote into your computer so that
I
you.
was looking for Jeopardy music. That's all I could find.
That's definitely not Jeopardy music.
I don't have permission to add sound to your board, so I can't do it.
True.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it would be another level of trolling.
Hans is going to be our sound guy, Meisters. That's what he's going to be from here on out.
Oh, that would be so good. Like when something happens.
Mago said it's popular, but don't see much content creators having Steam Decks. Because I really don't think they do. If you're going to stream, using a Steam Deck seems kind of suboptimal, right?
Yeah, you need a stream deck.
Oh. No, you could do a Steam Deck.
You could. You would. Does it have an HDMI extension?
It's got.
Because you could you could capture card it.
No,
That would be one way
No,
to
but
do it.
you can stream it. I mean, that's the thing is you can use it as a controller as well. Like you can hook it up. It's got a USB-C. And you can.
US said she wants you to keep being the soundboard guy, Hans. Lord. Alright, so
There's not much options. You're gonna have to give me that power.
how would I get you that power?
I don't know. It says you do not have permission to upload sounds to this server.
Oh my gosh.
Paint dark really quickly. So you see Omega's background there with those gears in the back?
Yeah.
As an engineer, does that bother you?
Hold on a second. Let me go back to the thing. I feel like you unintentionally dox people. Like you give information. Yeah. I know what you said. I'm saying that I think you unintentionally leak out information.
It's very possible.
Are you the only engineer located?
Gordo Groove coming into the Rumble chat. Throw out the Z's? That's what you... Come on, Gordo. Come on. We're trying to fix it. I thought I had all this resolved ahead of time, but I didn't start my game, so that's on me. That's fair. You know what? Y'all go ahead, Meisters. Criticize. That's fine. Criticize me.
The anticipation, though. No, we're building anticipation. You guys don't understand.
I can't repeat that one, Gordo, but that's good. That's good.
Where did that link go? Where did that Rumble link go? I can't.
It's in the chat. It's in our theme chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely not cooperating here. I'm gonna have to get this off somehow. All right, so it looks like. Let me pull this back up.
Rafflecopter. So those gears right there.
Okay.
Something's not right. Right?
Rafflecopter dropping in too said, "What the heck is this?" I said, "A time mess." Wow, for real, right? Now listen, okay. I thought we were fully prepared, okay? Meisters, y'all need to calm down. Our DBL hot mess, yes, it is a hot mess. If I could just quickly reinstall the game, but it's so big, it's not that simple.
It is so big.
You tried pulling it out and putting it back in.
Ooh, have you?
So big. Much big, said Gordo. Yes.
Very
Oh
big.
my goodness. Y'all are gonna just troll me all night tonight, aren't y'all? QS said, get with it! We're trying.
Hold on. Have we
It
decided
even has an Ethernet cable,
Born and
said
Dark are
Megos.
gonna be playing?
Oh, HDMI
That
3.
still has some work to do. Chat. What is Corn
USB
and Dark
ports.
gonna be playing?
Yeah, so if it has the HDMI, you could capture card and actually be because then you could use the computer to do the streaming, and you could play off of the
I am feeling a cleric.
so that would work.
Since we'll need some healing. I don't want to.
Cleric.
Oh, look at you. Shit, you know what, Rafflecopter? Nobody asked, okay? But I'm opening that link in my tab right now. Except I don't think it. Step 1, type in your question. Why is the link to a question so I can type it in instead of it just automatically fixing it, huh? Shh.
All right, chat. I'm relying
Baldur's
on you
Gate 3
here.
stuck at 100% loading. Okay, see, I found it. I'm Googling that. I was trying to do it the other way, but you know what, Raffle? I'm doing it your way now. See? This is what you get for jumping in the chat. I interact, and I follow. He said, thanks. Hey, Mego said, oh, I purely use Steam Deck on second computer to stream it. Gives a good 30, 60
Yeah.
FPS roughly. It really depends on the game and how hard I will be on system, or how hard it will be on system.
Wait a second. Did Omega let one slip?
Installing a mod
It
that
does from time to
restores
time.
the required Gustav Kev to the mod settings.
Oh, that's right. I'm not allowed to
file.
touch, right?
Correct.
If you are using
safe for work
Vortex
now.
to manage
Okay.
your mods.
Yes, safe for work.
But I'm
Safe
not
for
using
family
Vortex
right
to
now.
manage my mods.
There
Using
are
the
toddlers
BG3
watching.
mod manager instead of
Gotcha.
Vortex.
I mean, I was about to
Yeah,
say
mod
that
conflicts.
depends, right? 'Cause
Removing
some
the
people are
side
sailors.
panel of your CPU cabinet and
Right.
cleaning the H.
So for-
Are
that's
you
for work.
serious?
That's why I
The
said
third
safe for
option
family.
is removing the side panel and cleaning the HDD? I don't have one. Alright.
I think they prefer to be called seamen.
These did not work. So we're going to Reddit. Clean the HDD. Raffle said, I don't have one! It's an SD, okay? An SSD, to be more precise. Alright. By going to the GOG launcher, okay, setting tab, and simply disabling the overlay from there. I didn't disable track time or achievements, just disabled the overlay option. I don't think that's going to fix it.
All right. So what is Dark gonna be playing now?
Alright, let's close this. This is
Who
this is no longer a session for Baldur's Gate Meisters. This is now a session for problem-solving Baldur's Gate.
I don't know. It seems like a pretty successful session, regardless.
We're getting a lot done. Oh, a lot done. So much done right now. Alright, so disable some sort of overlay here. Let's see if that works. Gordo said, I like cuss words. QS said, the chat can cuss, but not the peeps on call. Omega's rules. It's not my rules, it's the Meisters rules. I am simply the host. I abide by the rules that were given to me. That's why the stream is clean. Not because I chose it to be. Because believe me, outside of this, your boy Omega, he lets him slip a lot more than he should. Gordo said they make my mouth tingle. Trolling Omega and making him slip, QS said. That's another thing. Alright, so
We
we'll
need
go
to
here.
stream how to fix Baldur's Gate 3 with that. Rules are just a social construct, like underwear.
Alright, so says here we've detected a data mismatch. Good.
Gives a new meaning to going commando.
Can the chat hear us?
The chat can't.
The chat, yes, they can most certainly hear you. Okay, be right back. Shred chicken, make stir-fried veggies, serve rice, etc. Gonna be busy for like 2 hours. Laugh out loud, dude. Mego's totally fine, dude. Just hang out, chill. You are probably the most active of the people, even including Rumble. So I appreciate you hanging out.
You got the horn.
That happened. Gordo said, "We can hear you, dummy." That's great, Hans. QS said. Gordo said, "Rules are just a social construct like underwear." I mean, Hans dropped in the chat, "Rename the stream how to fix Baldur's Gate 3 without cussing." Alright, so the mismatch is here.
Now rematch it.
That's the big part, is knowing what to remove, what not to touch. So I got a whole bunch of virtual textures, don't want to touch those. Shared sounds, don't want to touch that. Shared pack, don't want to touch that. Something cache, don't want to touch it. Patch 7 hotfixes, no, don't want to touch those. Models pack, do not want to mess with that. Materials, don't want to mess with that. Low text, no. Icons, no. Probably one of these.
So actually, if you know that folder, that section of folders or whatever is where the problem is, you can just remove them, and then whenever you hit play and try to reopen it, it should patch it.
We'll give it a shot. Can't hurt, right, Meisters? Let's delete all this. Yes. Boom, done.
Okay,
Let's
so
close this.
everything,
Let's
reopen
hit
it,
play.
let Steam do its thing. It should give you a patch.
Alright, close that. Go into Steam. See what Steam does here. Manage. Let's go under properties. Alright, let me see where we check integrity of files here.
Alright, now while he's checking integrity of files, so we now have Cleric, Barbarian, Wizard, and now we have to just assign Dark a role, and a ridiculous way to play that you guys tried to force on me.
Alright, while that's taking that care of that, let me just catch back up in the chat again because there's a bunch of stuff going on in here. Gordo said, I think you're just going to have to build a whole new computer. Probably the easiest solution. Gordo. You know, I'm just... I'm going to outsource that to you, Gordo. Send me your address, social security number, bank statements, and account routing information and all that, and I'll outsource it to you. How about that? QS said, let's do it! Loving the play-by-play, Omega. Of course we're giving you the play-by-play. Gordo said, this foo looking dapper. You can most definitely afford a new PC. I could, but it's not the optimal decision. Han said his other PC is TARDIS. Gordo said, I'm a little Asian girl. I can't do that. Dangerous. Simps everywhere. Everywhere. Mego said, make a Dark play as a commissar in Warhammer 40k. Is it commissar or commissar?
I think we need to stick to Baldur's Gate.
And I don't know what that class is in Warhammer 40k, or I could make Dark do that. Hans responding to Gordo said, hey, girl! Commissars. 53 files failed to validate. Will be reacquired. Fantastic. So have you done so?
Hans getting shut down in the chat. A moment of silence for our boy Hans.
Pass, Hans, said Gordo. Yes, that's exactly when you use that GIF in the chat, Hans. That is it.
Bro, on to the next phrase.
Gordo said, pouring one for Hans at the next rave. You know, I could just see Hans walking into a rave with his beanie on. 6'5", 300 pounds of muscle with a beanie on, that full facial hair.
Yeah, you finished
certainly
We
does
have
not
his
fit.
biometrics. Now we can just steal his identity.
No, you see him on stream. He's not like me, where he's half shown. No, you see his full physique on stream,
I
muscles
look like
and all.
I look like a social security number.
Gordo said pouring one. Oh, I'm sorry, not selling him well. Sounds kind of basement dwellery.
It's pretty true. I'm not gonna lie.
Just go check him out. Hans Diamondball Gaming. He's got his icon in the chat, Meisters. Go give him a like and a follow. You won't regret it. Hans' channel
I can't
when he
even
gets on
afford
the
a
streams is
basement. Are you
awesome.
kidding me? In this economy?
I just putting my house on the top, just on top of the ground.
Yeah. You know how much it costs to dig out here?
Cost of a shovel and as much elbow grease as you're willing to put into it.
All right. Verifying those 50-something files gave me 100+ gig download, Meisters. This is what you did!
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, yes.
I am out of H2O as well now, Meisters. Gordo said, I'm 5'2" and weigh 115. Dude, that is a very small Chinese girl. Gordo said, physical labor is not my thing. Not Chinese? Now you're not Chinese? You said, oh, because you said Asian, right? And I just assumed Chinese. My bad, Gordo! Are you some sort of Middle Easterner? Because they're technically still part of Asia. On said she can still lay railroad like no other. 5'2". Could you imagine her swinging a sledgehammer to drive sticks into a railroad? That would be hilarious. A 5'2" girl with a sledgehammer the same height as her, swinging that thing like what's that folklore about the guy who built railroads? John Henry. John Henry.
Yeah.
Swinging that hammer like John Henry. 5'2". That would be so hilarious. Gordo said my role in those days would have been breeder, not built for railroads.
Wow.
You might be onto something.
I can hear you.
Mago said commissaire?
Can you hear me?
They are a general with a chain sword and bolt pistol and keeps morality high. So the most brutal looking sword with the most brutal looking crossbow with a general looking outfit. Wish you luck, almost done. So there.
Omega.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Omega. So, our friend Dark here has decided to start using a voice changer.
I want a voice changer.
You know, I wish I had a voice changer, but no, my voice will be this high pitched the rest of my life. It's unfortunate. You know, honestly though, there's a goblin sword that we could hand to Dark that would fit that description. The bolt pistol, that's a little tougher, but I feel like we could make it work. And QS said, okay, this conversation is cracking me up.
It's horrible.
Oops, the voice changer didn't help.
Yeah. Gordo concurs. The voice changer didn't help, brother. Did not help.
You sound awful.
Well, I don't think it's the voice changer. I think that Discord is like cutting him out because
What
it
about
doesn't.
now? How
It
does that
recognizes the adjustments
That was not creepy at all.
as like spikes in the volume.
Sploosh. That's funny. We keep reading the chats at the same time.
Oh, so that's the
It keeps
voice,
happening.
Gordo. It's sploosh.
Yeah, no,
Try
the
that.
voice. Okay, Dark, use the voice you had just used. Oh, he.
Yeah, try that voice, but
he
this time say, "Do you
himself.
want some candy, kids?"
Creepy. Do you have a timer that's on your verification?
Timer. You mean estimated finished timer?
Yes, that one.
We are a quarter of the way through. Does that help?
That helps. Okay.
Let's see if it gives me an
Well
estimated
then.
30 minutes remaining according to this, but that's with it slowing
let's stick
down.
with
It'll
the quarter of the way through.
it'll
That's
pick back
better.
up and it'll slow down. 100
So we
gigs
got
is not
time for a game of
exactly the
League is what
quickest
I'm
of
hearing,
installs.
right?
This guy doing blasphemous things. I would have to re-download a bunch of content. I haven't updated League in
Oh, we're definitely not playing League.
probably
Definitely not playing League. I don't support a company that doesn't, actually care about its gamer base. Gordo said, "You play League?" Question mark. No, used to play League. Would not touch it this day and time. Maybe next time, Omega, you should be ready. You know what, QS? Nobody asked for you to interject your opinion, okay?
So I knew Omega before League was a thing.
Hey, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Is it
God.
Do not.
That's
Do
terrible.
not. Do not. I know where you live. I will drive and stab you.
Gordo said, "It's a product. You're a consumer. Just consume, dog." No. See, but that's the thing.
How's it sound?
Sounds like you're a little tiny girl. Maybe you're Gordo Groove
Yeah,
sneaking
is
in.
Gordo in chat?
Gordo
Okay,
is in the
Gordo's-
chat. Gordo said, "Oh no, baby girl, that's not the voice." It's definitely not a voice that I want to sit here and listen to for very long. Actually, we're still going to try to get through the character creation and tutorial as soon as Baldur's Gate is updated. That's closer to your actual.
Does it sound better?
You sound like Morty.
That
No,
actually
you
is
sound
pretty
like
close.
Rick. Is it Rick? Yeah, you sound like Rick.
You guys said, "Listen, that sounds fake." Gordo said, "Ugh, no. I agree, Gordo. We need to stop this whole voice modification thing today,
Yeah.
right now,
Y-
immediately.
All of them sound distorted. Is it just me, or they all sound distorted?
No, they're all distorted.
They're all distorted because it's a voice changer.
It's messed up. It's not passing through correctly.
Yeah, it's like it's overblown and it's muting it at the top end. is
Well,
what it
yeah,
sounds
that's what
like.
I'm saying. I think Discord is going in and trying to make corrections
Yeah,
because it doesn't recognize it.
You might have
Yeah,
to like
you need
drop your
you need to
input.
Stop that.
Do
is
you have a
what need
gate
to
on
do.
too, maybe? Do you have input gate?
Yeah, something's hot, like chopping it up.
It sounds garbled. It always sounds garbled and obviously changed.
QS said, "Let me come in and I'll show you a real female voice." It wouldn't be hard for you, would it, QS?
Come on,
I
QS,
believe that's
get in
called the
here.
standard.
You know where to find us.
Gordo
must be
said,
like-
"Hot." Gordo, hey,
Hello.
calm down.
Yeah.
Hello,
Let's get Gordo and QS in here.
Oh Lord, that would be.
Let's just pile everyone in here. Everyone that's in chat.
Just
Let's
put all-
get us all.
LNR could come in here. LNR's been chatting the whole
free for
time.
all.
He could drop in too. Just Gordo,
Yeah.
QS, everybody just come on in the chat. We don't even need
Yeah,
to
we might
be
able to get
typing.
Captain Tor in here. I'm sure he's around somewhere. He's probably getting off work soon.
Gordo said, "I'll talk big, but I'm small, girl." Why don't I believe you, Gordo? Hold that thought, Meisters. I'm gonna go refill the mug, and I'll come right back. I gotta get some more H2O. This is still downloading. You guys continue to chat on, and I'll be right back.
hey,
Question still stands.
Hold on. I was about to say, just because you're in a band does not mean you know how to play an
You've seen
instrument.
the music
Come
video
on.
that he plays
True.
in.
It's true. All right, Meisters, we're still
I can
waiting.
make a music
We're about
video,
halfway
man.
now,
I can
so we're
play.
getting closer.
I mean, I do know how to play guitar some,
We're
but I
40%
can
now.
fake it.
No, I know how to play guitar. I don't write guitar, but I just play.
So I'm not going to catch up in the chat. Y'all have been blowing it up. There's no way for me to catch up with all this mess and everybody else in the chat too.
I feel like I should
Time-wasting
make a comment,
simulator.
but I'm not.
Time wasting. No, Raffle, it's not. We're not going to waste time because here's what I'm going to do. We don't just game. We also talk theology in here.
Man, I really want to be able to
We're
pass my
40%
voice
of the
through.
way.
This sucks.
So what
Voice
we're
being
going
a
to
potato
do
has failed me.
in the meantime is we're going to talk some theology, just for the fun of it.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
A subject
Clutching my
I
pearls.
find near and dear to my heart, and everybody in the chat definitely backs me
Back
up on that.
another
You know.
verse, better yet another curse. And this one I'm gonna spit is gonna be worse than the first.
You
So
gotta like rap it. Back for another verse, better yet another cuss. And this one I'm gonna spit is gonna be even worse than the first.
this is some of the worst rapping I think I've heard. So topic of
Like,
theology,
anything
Meisters.
can rhyme if you like change the way you say it.
I'll let you all in the chat throw it out there. What do y'all think theology discussion?
Well, I want to hear what Gordo has to say.
Yeah, I'm
You know?
curious. Gordo, you could throw something out there. J-Map,
J-Map.
drop it in the chat. Good to
wanna
see you
get
there, brother.
confused, You want to get lost in theology? You got JMath.
J-Math loves some theology. That's
He's
true.
got some heady stuff I can't follow. I feel so dumb when he starts talking about stuff.
Mago said, finally finished. Tastes very good. Stupidly hot. It's piping, brother. That's the way we like it. Gordo said, I don't theology not to not want to hear that rap again.
Let's see.
Nancy said, Jesus was a black man.
There you go. There's something to talk about.
So possibly, but here's the
Oh,
thing.
whoops, I forgot I muted.
Here's the thing. What does it matter, right? I guess that's the thing. That gets me is why do we get caught up in what his skin color was? But I'll tell you this much: given that, generally speaking, in my experience, black people are cooler than white people and Asians and every other pretty much group that I know that I've run into over my lifetime. Jesus would be the coolest of cool black people too on top of that. So we're just going to throw that out there.
It was an Eskimo. Hold on.
No, there's a lot going on here. I like this.
Bro, wait a second. Hold on. We can address that pretty quickly.
Mago said, I need an example of theology. No clue. No clue to it. Theology is just worldview. Let's just put it that way. Magos, I mean, you could be atheist. You can have a theological view. It's really just how you filter and interpret the world. That's what theology essentially is. Most of the time, it's in and around the discussion of God or gods or whatever the case may be. But I mean, atheism is a faith in of its own too.
What?
Agnostics are
No.
yeah. Atheism is because your faith is placed in something outside of God. You still have faith. You have faith.
No.
Like say
there's no
for
faith. It's an absence of faith. What?
negative. I know that's how
it's
people.
literally
I know that's how
literally no
people
faith.
go about it. But for example, atheists generally believe that science will answer all questions, whereas Christians
No.
believe that God will answer all
Atheism
questions.
just means no God. Doesn't necessarily mean you follow science. Plenty of atheists follow horoscopes and such.
Well, that's a belief in a system. They have faith in something. They place their faith somewhere. How else do you explain the world? How else do you?
Well, that's what science is for. That's not what atheism's for.
Well, but every person deep down inside has to explain the world in one way or another. Atheism says we disavow God as an existence and we believe that we understand the world better than Christians do. Why believe in a flying spaghetti man when we can say that the world was generated with a big bang, right? But
Oh,
you're still
baby
placing
bird.
your faith in the idea that there's no
Oh,
God.
baby bird, you spent too much time on Reddit atheism, dog.
Well, I mean, even if you don't believe in the Big Bang, atheists believe in a beginning of some kind.
Well, no, but the thing is this: you can say that atheism is a religion in the same way that you can say 0 is a number, right?
Correct.
Like it has to exist.
Correct. if you're an atheist,
Oh,
you're
God.
you're basing your whole life and everything you believe in the fact that there is not a God. You disavow that God exists, and you will place your faith in something else. People cannot live without faith in something. Your inner being is always going to look for answers to the things you see in the world that you have issues with: hurt, decay, destruction, betrayal. All of these things that we experience on a day in, day out basis, you're going to answer those questions in one way or another. Atheism generally tends to lean into science for answers to those questions. So therefore they put their faith in science or the understanding of mankind. That's all really
No, all
science
that
is.
stuff is just random chaos. There's no order to it.
I would argue that science definitely defines that there's a lot of order.
Science
sure.
does. It defines that there's order. Because scientists. Okay, let's talk about scientific method, right? Scientific method is coming up with a hypothesis and then testing that hypothesis to try and poke holes into it. So generally, what you'll find in like even high level discussion from atheists is that we don't have all the answers yet, but we believe that science and given time we will figure these things out. That in and of itself is an example of faith in science. We don't know, but in time, we as humankind can figure it out. We will answer these questions. We do have evidence to show this, that, and the other. It's a faith. It just as much as you put faith in a baseball team because you look at the numbers and you determine that this team is more likely to win, you're putting faith in that methodology. You can't walk away from faith just because you walk away from God. It's impossible for mankind, which is built around understanding what we do, understanding the world, understanding people, for them to step away from faith. It's not possible. Let's catch up on some of these thoughts from the chat too. Nancy said, "I believe in the flying spaghetti monster." Well, the landed spaghetti monster. He's hiding in the basement. QS said she agrees with Omega. We all believe /have faith in something. Hans, who's in the chat for some reason, is also texting. Says this is the weirdest game of D&D I've ever seen.
I'm also in the comments section. I'm triple wielding.
Yeah, you
all the
are.
Trolling.
Gordo said church is in session. QS said so true, Hans. Gordo said time for brainwashing! Exclamation point. Gordo, I don't believe in brainwashing. I believe in discussing what we can rationally bring to the table. There's no right or wrong answer to how each person pursues logic. I believe there is an ultimate right or wrong answer to the questions the world has, but I don't think that discussion, unless I'm trying, so if I was trying to not allow the other person an opportunity to discuss their side of things, I would say brainwashing, sure. You could argue that, but I'm very open to hearing other people's discussions and agreeing to disagree. I'm okay with everyone disagreeing. That's totally fine. So, Hinsey said there can be atheists open to God's existence. They would just believe that there is a lack of evidence for God existing at the current moment.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be agnostic though?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That kind of falls under the agnostic category. I believe that there
No,
could be a God, but
agnostics
there's
tend to
no
kind of have a
evidence. How
spiritual
can I
element to
determine
them.
which God it is?
Atheists tend to be more proof-driven.
Yeah. See, but that's the problem I have with that theory, is that if atheists say there's the option for God, it's no different than an agnostic saying, I don't know which God is really God, but I believe there is a God. It generally tends to show that the atheist or agnostic doesn't want to solve what they don't know. They have taken no time or effort to put into it, because evidence, when you really dig into it and you spend the time to know what you really want to know, you're going to come up with a conclusion. You're either going to say, yeah, I look at this and I say there's absolutely no way God exists, or you look at it and you say, you know what, there's no way to explain the order that's in the world, and therefore there has to be a God. And then from there, if you're agnostic, it should be pretty if you really care enough, it should be pretty easy to determine which god among the gods that are out there in the world is the real god. That's just both on physical historical evidence and on religious theology itself. There are ways to figure that out. Mago said, Zeus is the father to everyone as he's one horny guy. For my view, I'm mixed, as I don't know. One part of the family is heavily Christian, but another part is very Norse mythology, so it tends to be difficult. That's an interesting one. I've never
met somebody that.
Or
Yeah,
Magos.
I've never met somebody either that's polytheistic.
Yeah, I've never, Magos, in my life met people that actually believe in polytheism. Norse mythology? That's a very neat one to me. I would like you, if you got some time, to expound on that a little bit, because that makes me very curious. NC said, well, if the atheist doesn't think any evidence will ever be forthcoming, then they say they are currently committed to the atheist camp. But
Yeah,
they
that's
could change at some point.
Correct.
I see what you're saying there, NC. I definitely see what you're saying.
I would argue that it's not rational to say for certain something doesn't exist without evidence either. So if you're saying, people that have faith aren't rational, I'd say it's also equally irrational to say for sure something doesn't exist that you have because you haven't seen it. I would say being agnostic is probably a better place to start. Just saying you don't know. Because that does bring a level of humility that life experience usually teaches people, if at least they're paying attention, that you don't know everything, and there are things that if you haven't learned something new in the last 20 years of your life, then you're probably not paying attention, and therefore you're kind of like lost in your head. So I would argue that Gordo has a point with faith isn't rational, in the sense that I think that if you were to put faith in God without knowing God, then that makes sense. It isn't rational to be like, I'm going to believe in God because someone told me to believe in God. I think you need to believe in God because you know God, in a way. Believe in his abilities, believe in what he is.
Well,
Isn't that just having a predisposition for like wanting to hear what you want to hear?
You'd have to elaborate.
Because that's kind of like the whole thing with like Vision Quest, right? Like when Indians back in the day would do like Vision Quests, they saw the things that they were brought up in their culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when people from outside those cultures come and do Vision Quests, they continue to see things within their own culture as well. They don't see what the Indians are seeing; they see things within their own culture. So they have a predisposition to seeing what they want to see.
Right, because it's all symbolic, right? So you have to see it in the paradigm in which you grew up in, right? Like if we saw something flying across the sky and we grew up watching X-Files, we were like, that's a UFO.
Right.
And someone grew up in a different culture and they saw something flying in the sky, they might think that was a god. So we don't have the words, nor do we have the context of what the spiritual realm is, and it's such a high dimensional thing that you have to perceive it. It's hard to describe to people unless you've experienced it. It's a multi-dimensional thing that is just so far above our programming language that all we have are analogies to describe what's actually happening.
That's like a willful ignorance, because then anybody with like a modicum of like the ability to use the scientific method to see those things could be like, it's just a weather balloon. So you had a predisposition to see, I saw a god, I saw a UFO, when in all reality, it's a much more mundane explanation. It's just a weather balloon.
Well, it could have also been a comet. It could have also been something,
been a comet,
something that you don't yet have the tools for, though. You are going to perceive it in a certain light, right? I wasn't trying to argue that the comet was a god or anything like that. I'm just saying the perception of what the spiritual experience is being different between people is based off of their previous experience. They're building off of that, which is the only thing that's explaining it. As far as I'm concerned, all the religions are pointing to the same thing. They're just using different terminology. So these polytheists, what they're doing is they're kind of looking at spiritual phenomenon that are like micro phenomenon, not the macro phenomenon. So what they're doing is they're taking certain aspects of spirituality and they're condensing it down to just certain things. So it's really a perception issue, if if I can put it anywhere. That's about the best I can really explain it.
Two things real quick. Rafflecopter, yes, we are going to be gaming. I am
The only real god is the absolute.
15 minutes away from finishing that off. To answer, and this will be neat because Hans, you and I thought this was interesting. Mago said, for my view, I'm sorry. So my dad is mainly of it, as it's part of the Viking heritage from my ancestors. He gave me a walking stick of Nordic runes. Also, Vikings are cool as hell in general. And he said, but as my prospective religion is a belief of question, you need to answer you need of answer or answers. You want to hear from your question. Atheists, from the scientific standpoint, goes into the unknown and try to figure out the world slow but progressing. Also, we did solve the world using math, as that's the language of the universe, at least from what I remember. There's a lot in that. So the polytheistic thing, let's go back to this. Are Vikings cool as hell? I think a lot of people would argue that. I think that there's some very neat things, and I think a lot of it boiled down to their religious beliefs. Something that Hans said that I think is very important. When you're talking theology, remember it's a predisposition to how you filter and answer questions in the world. It's not necessarily going to always be that way. Our worldviews adapt, and as they're challenged, they should morph and grow. Similar to what Hans said, if you haven't learned anything in the last 20 years, you're just not open, really. So those predispositions will, in the case of the Vikings, allow them to do things that maybe Christians wouldn't do, right? We talk about Viking berserkers and things like that. It's incredible to see what they're capable of doing because of the upbringing and the ability to go into the state of trance state that they do even in combat and war. So it is interesting. I think that was neat. QS said, I disagree. Faith is believing in something not always seen. So we have faith that our life is going to be good, right? Isn't that what faith is?
I guess I should address that since it's probably directed at me. So I guess from my personal experience, I think faith isn't something that how do I put this? I don't have faith in God because someone told me. I actually have faith in God because of my own personal experience in unraveling what God is, and the knowing that he exists, and the knowing that he's there, and knowing why, and like it's all ineffable. It's things I can't describe, but just knowing that he's there is what gives me faith in him, which is different from just saying, hey Timmy, if you just believe in God, it'll happen. That didn't work for me. Now it might work for other people because there is such a thing as a placebo effect, right? They call it a placebo effect when you give someone a sugar pill and it actually fixes their problem. That same phenomenon could work for other people. In my particular camp, where I was driven away from religion because of the people I grew up with, being bad examples, right? So I had a lot of people that were bad people, but telling me I should be a religious person. So for me, I had to unpack and unwind that stuff and get that skepticism out before I could come back. And so for me, it took me actually finding God before I could actually believe in God. But there are people that probably believed in God before they found God. And I'm not going to say that one person's right or wrong, but my personal experience, that's how it's been.
Yeah, well, and even to what she's saying there, you know, she mentions that isn't having faith that life is going to be good kind of or it is a form of faith. Yes, faith is, I mean, by definition, believing in something you can't tangibly touch, see, smell, taste, right? It's not something we can sense, but it's something that we can
Perceive.
logically play out in our head. Raffle said the only real God is the absolute. Well, in Baldur's Gate, depending on your religious belief, that is true. Faith is a person's name. NC said, George Michael told me once that I gotta have faith. I appreciate that, NC. Rafflecopter said, is that all he told you? You talking about Magos? Yes, I read everything Magos said. He also said, man, we went really deep in the rabbit hole. I like that. He said, don't usually get into the topic often, so it's a good chance. Okay, I got a video I have to show. Dude, put it in there. I will definitely look at that at some point. Always happy to see a good video. NC said the state of a trance is powerful. The state of trans is great undercover work when it comes to warfare. Listen, NC, I don't ever underestimate any of that, okay? There's a lot there. And Rafflecopter, which I've already responded to you, he said, I have faith that this stream will eventually be about Baldur's Gate. Checking on that status again, we are 85% of the way, so we're getting very close. I'm not going to read what Rav said because it doesn't matter.
Tunnel. Pun intended.
Eleanor said the Lord works in mysterious ways. Eleanor, you and I believe the same on that. QS said exactly how I feel. Not sure who was talking to my question, but exactly how I feel. That was Hans, by the way, QS. QS said, I thought so, but I was second guessing my ears. Don't do that, QS. Your ears are better than mine. You should be good. Yeah, I mean, okay, so here's where I am. And this is what I like about discussion. I can see what you guys were saying about atheism in the fact that we're waiting for more evidence to see that God is real, right? But until then, the jury's still out. The thing that I've come to the conclusion of is that when it boils down to that, especially for agnostics and if there's, for the atheist camp that kind of has the idea that the jury's out, there's generally a disagreement with something in religion in general that they don't like, okay? For example, say in Christianity, that's where most Americans kind of feel that there's something that they don't like about it, something that pushes them away. Is either you've seen hypocrisy or you don't like some of what the Bible has ordained as good for mankind, and you say, I don't like that, therefore I disavow that Christianity is for me, and you walk away from it. That's generally what I've seen in those scenarios. Or you just had a past where you were brought up to believe that God wasn't real, and that was kind of the standard by which you were raised. Your mother or father just said, no, God's not real, therefore we're atheists. A lot of people see that as well. And they just never explore it to that degree. But I think that, again, if you really explore the question of the world and you search deep enough, you're going to find that answer. And majority of the people that I know that searched hard enough that were atheists or agnostic came out on the other side saying, you can't explain the order of the universe outside of intelligent design, one way or another. Now, there are those that are still agnostic that I know. There are those that are still atheists. But again, in my experience, they don't want to search or to know. They're not at a place in their life where it matters to them. Generally, as people get older and they start looking at the finality of life, they start searching those questions deeper because it means more to you at that point. When you're younger, you just want to live your life. You want to enjoy and you want to explore. You want to define yourself outside of that. But it changes over time, for sure.
Porn is definitely playing League of Legends right now.
Well, that's
I'm
good.
playing balloons.
Balloons. Mego said it's off a book. This is an animated video of it and gave me lots of questions about it.
Or not
Last
balloons.
Church,
What is it called?
Tiber Portuguese.
Balloons TD6.
Iconic animation. It's on YouTube.
I love me some tower defense games.
I am good note there. Going to take that one. We're going to look at that. QS. They are all I can't read. I should just take the glasses off, right? No, not doing it. QS said they are way better than yours. Who? What's way better? Oh, your ears are way better. You know what? QS. JMAF said God uses broken vessels. God uses. I guess there's supposed to be a comma there. God uses broken vessels. Feels good to be gangster. Gotcha. Well, you're gangster for sure, JMF. I mean, whether or not you were a broken vessel before, you are a gangster. So I love that. QS said, love the JMF. Everybody does, QS. It's not just you. And he said, I believe the children are future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Something about chocolate that I can't repeat. NC! Children are beautiful. I've got two. I know all about it. They are very beautiful.
I hope that those two different messages did not have anything to do with each other.
I hope they didn't either. That's why I I didn't go too much into that. That's
We
hilarious.
should be close right now, right?
I am assuming it's wrapping up. Let me pull it back up here.
Yeah,
Verifying.
you should have
Yes,
a meter on your screen.
it is verifying.
I'm shocked you're holding the numbers you're holding right now with it.
Well, I'm sure we lost Rafflecopter because we've definitely disappointed the whole Baldur's Gate theme of the stream for sure. We frustrated that one pretty hard. That is a big blunder on my part. I thought I had fixed
Okay.
everything, so I'll give it that.
First off,
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you
You're
hear
loud.
me? Wait, hold on,
yeah.
hold on.
He's trying to
hold
fix
on.
it.
Can you hear me
16%
now?
verification, so we're good. Everything's downloaded. It's just verifying the files to make sure.
Can you hear me
everything
now?
lines up. Yes.
Yes, we can still hear you.
This is not a Verizon commercial.
Does it sound like not my regular voice?
Yes,
you
it sounds like
Australian?
not your regular voice. And
It does, but
It's
it
just-
doesn't.
Okay. Do you
Should
know who
also
this
stop.
is?
you.
No, I'm gonna read some lines.
Okay.
Thou tarnished in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition, someone must extinguish thy flame.
So I actually recognize the lines more so than the voice.
Yeah. Agreed.
That's Margit, right? That's Margit.
Did it? Yeah. Did it mess up? It sounded good on mine.
I mean, it came through clear. It didn't cut out like
I
it did
think-
before.
I think in order to do Margit's voice, you would actually have to have read that slower. But yes, I can tell.
Oh, JMath gonna be a grandfather. Dude, that's awesome! That is awesome, brother. Incy said, I made a mistake of assuming you guys have seen Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. And remember the scene where the band, something chocolate, sang that song. I haven't. Incy, you should assume I have seen 0 movies you've seen because I don't really watch a lot of movies. You should assume I don't know any TV shows, and you should also assume that I don't know a lot about pop culture. You should assume all those things, because you would be correct. Mago said, trust me on it, even if the book is not actually real life, but it's debate of the last priest in the world and the emperor. It's worth it to watch on or off stream. Definitely. The only reason I'm not going to watch it on stream right now is because Rafflecopter will come in and murder me if I do anything other than put Baldur's Gate up. But that's okay. No, I will check it out, though. I
will
do
go
want to see
ahead
this.
and let you know,
Actually,
because of my vehement hate for this person, Rafflecopter is Darko.
What?
Dark is Rafflecopter.
I assumed as much, but you know, we're gonna give him. Why do you have to dox him like that?
Oh, I dox
Every
everybody.
single time. Every single time.
Everybody.
This looks good. You know, that's interesting. QS said, I've seen it in C. Well, QS, I'm glad you have. I haven't. In C, he's quoting lines, I guess. He said, that boy good. Yeah, good and terrible. I have no idea what's going on, brother. Killing me, NC. You're killing me. All right, where are we at?
Yeah, there we go. How does that sound?
That sounds terrible. But it's coming through clearly. It's well, I say that, now it's not. Fair enough, let me roll a nat 20 on charisma to convince him to delay Baldur's Gate to watch the YouTube video. I love
Sounds
it.
like Kesha gargling on a automaton.
Yeah, an automaton.
I want to play Helldivers.
Hey, you know what? You should roll the dice. QS said yes, he is Omega. How would you know, QS? How would you know? All right, we got this. We got to get this character creation done, Meisters. I'm itching to put my character into Baldur's Gate. We are 75% of the way. There's like a minute left on this. See how long this video is, real quick, Meisters. Is this a clean video? It's an hour and 11 minutes. Definitely can't watch that tonight. Mago said, "Gonna need to get a crit roll as this requirement to success is 19." I bet. Yeah, I'll bet too.
I'm gonna go ahead and just roll a d20 in the Discord chat.
Do it.
Rolling.
Incy said, "My bad. I'll stop using ancient movie references. They're not ancient movies. They're just your boy Omega doesn't do pop culture and movies. I just don't. Like,
He's uncultured.
I'm very uncultured. That's accurate.
You uncultured swine.
You rolled a 9. That's pretty sad.
I rolled a 9. My charisma modifier is +5 though.
You know what we should do? I'm just throwing this out, Meisters. Y'all can.
Are we still waiting on this?
That one was much better.
That's good.
Let me do this, Meisters. I'm going to throw this out to you in the chat while we're wrapping this reinstall up. 20 seconds. What do you all think about, as we try to make decisions in the game amongst ourselves, that if we come to an impasse, we roll dice to see who gets their way, a charisma check, if you will? QS said, "Okay, I think I need to join the call to show you a real woman's body." No one questions your voice, QS. No one questions it, but it is what it is.
Has anybody
Chat
seen
is
the
over.
movie Sausage Party?
I love
All right.
that movie so
It
much.
is finished.
Which is probably like
Meisters.
the least surprising thing ever.
Let me start it
I am not
again.
surprised at all.
See if we
Yeah,
can get
I
past
love
this
that movie so much.
100% loading screen for the first time tonight.
All right, here it is. If we only had music here.
QS said, "Roll the dice!"
What time does the string finish?
After we land the Nautiloid.
We're
You guys
making
all
progress.
should use
Hold
voice
on.
modulators to
This is
roleplay.
the screen, Meisters. And behind me, this is what stands in the way. Let's see if we make it.
Yeah, let's go. Drum roll. Oh.
God. It's on me going on for like 2 hours.
That's typical D&D start, right?
Jeez.
This is a
It
typical
is.
DMC. I hear the background. I hear the noise of
episode
Baldur's
1.
Gate. The question is, boom. Fixed! Fixed! Alright. You know what we gotta do now, Meisters?
Let's go.
Third party mods enabled. No, they're not. Not
I hate
anymore.
you. Absolutely not.
Alright. QS said, OMG, that voice. Take that out of here right now. Let's do this. Gotta go multiplayer. Yes, it's online. We're gonna create one.
Oh, whoops. Close Steam. Let me do that.
I am so excited that I cannot hide it.
And QS said, about time. Yes, I know QS. Alright, this is
Yo,
honor
we've
mode. Number of
waited
slots
for
is
so
4. Friends
I've gotten
only.
hungry.
Boys, y'all are welcome to join now. We're actually gonna make
Alright,
this public
refreshing.
just
You're
so
gonna send an
everybody
invite,
can
right?
join. No, I'm not going to send you an invite.
I will. I'll
Scary
do it.
little girl.
Connecting. You have to approve
Mago
the
said,
connectably.
"Oh no, it's a sausage party!" Said I was scared when watching the last scene of that movie. Great movie,
Waiting
but
for
man,
host.
I lost my innocence, dude. That's terrible. That's kind of scary. Kind of scary.
Yeah, can you just like
All right, we got Rav in here,
Send us
and Rav, you
invite.
should be able to invite everybody else.
Yeah, I'll get the others. So let's get Darko.
These are not my normal peeps, Meisters, just so you know. But we're here. Look, Meisters, we made it. You know, an hour and a half of a stream where we're just hanging
oh
out,
my god.
talking about all sorts of things and the non-important.
Dude, let's rock this. Let's do it.
We're gonna give you guys the full creation. We'll get through the tutorial, crash the Nautilid, and then we will we'll
I
be
heard
back
the
next
players
week for
have
another
different
one.
game versions.
We can't have different game versions.
Hey, what
Okay.
version are you running?
Dark.
The most up-to-date version.
Dark. It is immediately time for you to turn off that voice changer.
Another player is attempting to join. Yes, you may. There's Corn.
Why?
Corn is
What's wrong
in.
with it? Oh wow, there's literally an update.
Oh my god, I love this voice changer so much.
I absolutely hate it with my whole and full being.
Oh Lord.
Really? Why?
QS, you have access to the channel.
And because I know what you look like. So I don't see
this one
a
better?
little
Is
girl.
this
I don't see a little girl talking when I hear your voice. I see you talking with that voice.
He
It
sounds like a
hurts me.
young, energetic Siri. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. Because his voice is somewhat
Does this sound better?
mechanical. No, not mechanical.
Does this sound
Digital.
better?
That's the word I was looking for. It does like a young, energetic Siri.
Okay,
Wait,
dude, you
talking about the
are
same
a
Siri?
middle-aged man with a prepubescent voice.
Talking about
girl.
ungodly.
heard that.
I need you to not.
We just you know what? It's one of those situations. We need him in the actual game,
Ah.
just the game. I hope
that's a
that
fake
update
voice right
isn't
there.
like a 30 gig update.
No, that was a real woman.
No, I don't know what a real woman sounds like.
I'm a real woman.
There's a girl in here? Oh.
Okay,
Everybody
so you're
run!
thinking of QS's. Okay. That's funny.
But apparently, QS has no microphone. Good job, QS. Good job, QS. Joining into a chat with no microphone.
Amateur mistake.
How did she talk then?
That was not her talking originally, I don't think. Or was it?
It sounded like a robot to me.
It could have been a robot.
Pretty sure.
It was probably using the onboard mic instead of an actual headset microphone.
Hmm.
I cannot believe after all that time it was dark that we were waiting on for an update.
I mean, to be fair, the one person complaining about it not getting started is the one person.
that we're waiting on.
Correct.
Mm.
All right, done. Everybody's ready up, and we're ready to go.
Oh, it took away my ready.
Mago said, "Wait, the voice changer sounds like that cursed TikTok voice." That's
Okay.
probably accurate. I'll bet you that's where they get it from too. It's a voice modification.
Let's go. Ready. Dark, ready up, buddy. Click the check mark. Let's go. I gotta make this.
We are skipping the
amazing.
tutorial, by the way. All the videos are getting skipped, Meisters. I don't care if you haven't seen them. I'm not spending time in videos. All right?
Hey, can you hear me? I think we need to bring some democracy to the channel.
QS said I hung up.
It
Well,
actually-
QS, you didn't have to hang up. Just fix your microphone. It sounded like Mickey Mouse that time, I think.
Bringing some democracy to favor.
Okay, stop. Stop. I have a back injury, and laughing that hard.
All right, Meisters. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I do not want to reset tutorials. Here's the deal, Meisters. We are Among Us, which means I don't have any restrictions. The only thing I'm going to do is be a frontline tank. So, the most important thing to determine is class. Alright, how do we frontline tank in this one? We could go Barbarian. That is always a frontline tank option. Taking half the damage from normal attack sources. Slashing, bludgeoning, piercing. Could also go Paladin and have the world's highest AC and make it really hard to even hit us with anything. Or we could go Monk. And we could build our character to dodge and react in a different way. We could also go Fighter. And we could shield our allies on the front line and help everyone get more defensive. There's a ton of options here for me, Meisters, so I gotta put my deep thought. I gotta get my deep thoughts in here. Hold on a second.
He said deep thoughts.
NC said if you dox yourself twice in a row, is that a paradox? I like that! I like that, NC. QS said, I don't think you guys could hear me. No, we couldn't hear you because Discord said you did not have a mic. That's what Discord was saying.
No, I could hear.
Yeah, she said some stuff, and then all of a sudden it stopped.
Yeah, anyway.
Someone.
Point is, it stopped working or it didn't work to begin with. I didn't hear you. They heard you. Yeah. NC said, she looks like a tank bank to me. Listen, NC, this is not the character we're using. This is just the pre-default what it's going to throw at us. We're going to change that.
Yeah, you might want to get that off the screen for NC's sake.
You got a point, Hans. Let me change this real quick.
He's trying to be a good, God-fearing.
There you go, NC. You like that better? Is that more your taste? Hans said, I heard you were a bit responding to QS. Rafflecopter, which I don't know why he's texting since he's in the chat, but I'm not even going to respond to him. QS said my earbuds may not be the best. And that might be what it is if you're using earbuds. Sometimes Discord doesn't recognize the input at that point. It messes with it. So that could just be a technical issue. All right. I could go Meisters. I'm thinking about this too. I could go Barbarian Wizard. Just hear me out. Alright, I know what you're automatically thinking off the bat. Omega, that doesn't make any sense. Barbarians don't wear armor. Okay? Wizards can also cast mage armor, which you cannot be wearing armor for. So we could do this weird hybrid barbarian mage. It's really tanky too.
Oh, you can be a wild magic barbarian.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. We're a multi-class barbarian mage with wild magic. So when we rage, we get the wild magic ability, and we have mage armor as a reaction,
You
among
also
other
can't
things.
focus. You can't concentrate on spells though while raging. So only non-concentration spells would stick, and you can't cast spells.
Well,
while
that's
raging.
fine. I'm okay with not. Oh, mage armor is concentration, isn't it?
No, mage armor is not concentration.
Oh,
So
well, see, there
can
you
cast-
go.
Yeah,
Why you
can-
question me, Rab?
Ah.
So is he an elf so that the barbarian can hear the lamentations of women better?
We're gonna change the race more than likely if I go barbarian. I'm thinking though, I may go paladin. It's either that or go fighter with the defensive setup, because I kind of want to do like I've played barbarian a few times. It's a lot of fun, but I kind of want to change it up. The could frontline as a fighter, Meisters. This is the hardest part of building a character for me, Meisters, is choosing what class of it. Mago said Barbarian Wild Magic Caster. Don't tempt me, Magos! I love the Barbarian class! Do not tempt me! Even NC said Barbie Mage. I see what you did there, NC. I go female barbarian, we call her a Barbie. QS said you need to show more skin and more rough looking. Alright, listen QS. You need to cut that out. NC said, the lamentations of women is plastic surgery, question mark? Alright, Meisters. LNR said, he needs less chest puffing.
Yeah, can you put a beer gut on him?
You know, that's not a bad idea, though. If I went dwarf, I would have a beer gut. Alright, we'll do that, Meisters.
Racist.
Y'all like the idea, so we'll go barbarian. And we'll do a multi-class into a mage, so we have mage armor. We're not going to focus on as much the physical aspects of the barbarian as we're going to focus on his basically AC and health. That's what we're going to focus on because we're frontlining. So we'll go with that. I'm never going to get tired of playing a barbarian. The question is how we go about this. Do we do dwarf? Do we do... So we could do a Gith. Wow, that just looks horrible. Am I not right, Meisters? How are Giths supposed to be strong when they look like that? I could break his arm myself. QS said no tall man.
Wait,
She wants a
doesn't
tall
he
man.
have-
She does not want him short. Mago said, what race? Is it dwarf, rock, and stone, brother? Dude, it could be. I mean... Yeah, QS, that's what I'm thinking. Too skinny. We could go half orc as well, right? I can still play a Ninja Turtle, Meisters. There's no reason in Among Us I can't be a Ninja Turtle, right? Eleanor said somebody give that boy some food. You're right, though. We always have human. That is a terrible human. That's more like it. Should we do the Ninja Turtle thing? We find ourselves a bandana. We could be... I can go with my idea that I put out there earlier. In Among Us, I could be the Wrath of El. Just saying, Meisters. Han said, FYI, the schedule for tonight is 2 hours to download, 2 hours to make character, and 2 minutes of gameplay. Not far off, brother. Is a half-orc's mom called a hork?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Magos is right. He said Among Us are short, so dwarf is perfect. We all have to be short people.
No can do. No can do.
Immediately said no can do. Magos, apparently that's been shot down.
Say it.
Alright, so we're going to go Ninja Turtle. That's what we're going to be. I got to make the most Ninja Turtle of people. Because I like that idea. Origin, doesn't matter. Class, we're going Barbarian. Background.
Hey, who does this sound like?
What would the background of a Ninja Turtle be? Folk hero?
Urchin.
We're folk heroes?
Urchin.
Aren't Ninja Turtles folk heroes, though?
I guess so. Yeah.
Urchins.
So animal handling and
No,
survival would be that one.
urchins.
You think urchin? Sleight of hand and
was thinking
stealth?
urchin.
That doesn't make any sense. They don't have...
Yeah,
When are the Ninja Turtles ever doing anything sleight of hand or stealthy? I've seen the movies. They suck at stealth.
And they steal people's pizza. They steal people's pizzas.
Mago said, why raging...
Come on.
Why?
They
Raging
live
halfling
in
for
sewers
the
and they steal
means.
people's pizzas. They're urchins.
I mean, if we went dwarf, we could still technically be a Ninja Turtle, right? Hans said, "Get out now, QS." In C. Stop. I can't read that one. Before you grow a pocket protector. Oh Lord, Hans, stop. QS said this has to be the best stream ever, even with all the hiccups. You know, improvado is generally how it goes. I'm going full Kiro, disregarding what that says. Raging Halfling, I am kind of on board with that. Wait, can we make the skin green? Let's go to customization. Let's see. We can make the skin green, right? That's an option. I could be the tiniest Ninja Turtle you ever did see. I mean, are we getting there, Magos? I just gotta figure out what I can, like, I need a shield that I never actually use, but it looks like a turtle shell that I can put on my back. And then I could be an official Ninja Turtle. I'm just saying. So we could go this direction. But I don't know if that works as well. The half orc might work better. I don't know. We're gonna give this a try. I want to see if I can make this work. So let's go back to edit appearance. So what we need to do is we need to make him bald. Confirm that color. Where's the bald option? Where's
Okay, now I need just a character name.
That's
Oh, boy.
scarring. Oh, over here on the right. So bald. Facial hair, he has to have none. We're sort of Ninja Turtle at this point, aren't we? NC said, Ninja, he looks more like a Ninja Squirtle. Dude, Pokemon, that's good. Gnome very, Mago said gnome very muscly, and call him Doom Guy Jr.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna try this. I gotta change the face a little bit.
He needs to be more grand. He
I
looks
don't
like he's got
think-
jaundice.
I don't think any of these really work for a turtle. QS said give him the hair on the face of it. But Ninja Turtles don't have hair, QS. They're bald.
Nope.
Both on face and on the top of their head. Come on now.
And in other places.
True.
Make him more
Yes.
green. Make him more green. Darker green.
Who's gonna be Splinter?
Look like a pickle.
We're not doing the Ninja Turtles and
No, you gotta do everyone. We gotta get 4 Ninja Turtles and a rat.
no, absolutely not.
Well, the Ninja Turtles work well with the Among Us theme, but it really needs to only be me. I gotta get a bandana. We're gonna be the Wrath of El. Our name is Wrath of El, and we gotta get a red bandana. At some point, we gotta figure that out. We gotta find a shell shield to put on our back. Never use. That's how this is gonna be. All right, so we got this sub race. This has got to play into our tank. So shield dwarf, right? So the sub-race feat is armor training. You have armor proficiency with light and medium armor, but we're not going to be wearing armor. Durger. Ah, they changed the color of the skin. What does this do, though? Okay, so this is it. We gotta go gold dwarf because they have your hit point maximum increases by 1 and increases by 1 again every time you gain a level. So yes, we got to go this route. Go dwarf. We're going to be barbarian. We've got folk hero, ability points. We're not as concerned about strength here. We're going to put it into con. Take that away. Place these like this. Because we're going to get stuff that gives us a... Well, actually... No, we will do this because we can get the abilities that bump those as well. Oh, wait. Let me think. If we're going to be a mage, we have to put some points into...
Intelligence.
Which we don't have currently. So let's take away wisdom. We don't need this. Let's take away
You don't need charisma either.
Yeah, let's put it right
Which
here.
one buffs his need for pizza?
Dex don't need, put it there. Alright, so we'll have 14 intelligence, which will give us a +2. We'll have dexterity at +1, which will help with our AC. Con at +4 at some point, which will help us with our AC. And then strength will just be... We'll get to 16 at one point with it, just so we can deal some damage. But we're mainly focusing on tanking, so it doesn't matter that much. Alright, we're good to go. Let me... Where's my name? Why am I struggling to find where I enter my name?
Oh, you click proceed.
I have to... Oh, right. This is perfect. A dwarf called Wrath of El? It makes perfect sense, Meisters. I'm just saying. I need a guardian, do I? I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're not going to watch the videos anyway. That can be fine. We're venturing forth. NC said this dude couldn't even ride the teacups at the fair. QS said, where the turtles look like dwarves. Oh, you were responding to what Han said. Han said, welcome to Ray Swamp Simulator. And QS said, where
Dark,
the turtles
we're waiting on you. Let's
look
go.
like dwarfs. NC said by himself. Well, yeah, he'd have to be accompanied by an adult. He's only like 3.5 feet tall. NC said heroes with a half spell. Yes! Yes! Heroes with a half spell. I love that. Alright, we're skipping this too. Get it out of here.
I'm done, sir.
Let's get into this tutorial, Meisters! And let's get right on into the game. Of course, we really only have time to finish the tutorial tonight. Meisters, thank you, as always. Y'all are the best for hanging out with us. Keeping us right up there on the front page of Rumble the whole night. Because y'all are, I mean, even through all the hiccups and everything else, just the best community out there. I don't care. Can I skip this? Thank you.
Yes, you can.
Alright.
Trouble's not over yet.
Now.
Hold on, I gotta remap my controller.
Oh, this guy.
How are you playing this on a controller? That makes no sense.
Good.
Alright, Meisters, if you haven't seen how Baldur's Gate plays, it's no different than Solasta. We played that. Well, I say it's no different. There's very few differences between this and Solasta.
I need you to cut that out.
Anything of use?
Alright.
This place is dark.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put a kibosh on random shoving of characters.
I mean, that's perfectly acceptable. Random shoving of players. Oh, so you can't continually use these in honor mode. I like that. That's
Yeah,
the way
no,
it should be.
they're only one-time use.
I'm gonna go up here and break a skull.
What's up for discussion?
I can tell you exactly what's up. My voice doesn't match, Meisters. I should have checked my voice to make it match better. This is definitely not working. QS said, oh, so I would be able to play this one too? Yes, QS, you would be able to.
Come to save us from this place.
He said, Hans, you need to play too. I don't think Hans has this.
I don't.
The exposed
I don't have space
quivered
to put
in
this on.
Ooh, I rolled that wisdom, which I don't have. I rolled really well for that. Alright, let's skip this.
The enemy.
Skip
So
it.
many enemies. Remove us from this body. From
We
this
can break the
place.
skull.
Free
We're not
us.
gonna gently. There's just no point in that. We're not gonna be
Yeah,
gentle in any
sure.
way. Just break the skull.
Wait a second. There should be.
And our first failed roll, Meisters. Didn't take long, did it?
The
Scat.
skull holds fast.
Alright. Somebody else is gonna have to try that. It didn't work for me. Oh, well. Somebody else can get the little brain guy out of there. No, Meisters, we are not trying to get the sword away from General whatever his name is.
It's actually very easy to do, by the way.
It's not.
It is super
It
easy.
is.
It is super easy, and I will show you. Just let me get Shadow Heart whenever she drops.
You're not gonna be able to get me, Mario. We have a full party, right?
And you can get up to 6, I think, in the tutorial. Natural 20 on the investigation check.
No, I don't
Let's
think you
go.
can. I think what it'll do is she'll say you're full up or something like that. You can only have, oh,
Natural
what's her
20
name?
on the medicine check. Let's go. We got a brain boy.
Alright, good. Get down here and let's move on. Dancing lights, what do we need that for? Seems kind of pointless. Everyone, well, I guess I would kind of need the light. I'm the only one in here that doesn't have the ability to see in the dark.
Dwarves have dark vision, don't they?
No.
Alright, let's go.
Ninja Turtles do.
Do they? Do they?
They live in the sewer. They have to.
You are no threat.
Oh, that is one bald looking door.
As for that thing,
Alright, let's get going. What a terrible initiative roll. Die! Or... yeah, that works too.
much for base.
You proved surprisingly
Easy
adequate,
peasy.
Michael.
Did you say this was the tutorial?
This is the
Yeah, this is the
tutorial.
tutorial.
Oh, okay.
Best be on
Pick up my
way.
hand axe. Let's go ahead and use this because we can't get
Wait,
it back
does anybody
anyway.
have any extra
Open up. Ship won't be able to take another dragon
crossbow?
attack. We need to get
random
out before
crossbow
it's too late.
hanging out?
There's tons of random crossbows on the bodies. Did you not loot all the dead bodies?
Well, did not loot all the dead bodies.
We didn't loot the dead bodies. We left them
somebody
on the
left them
ground
in.
where they stood.
Hey,
Well, actually, they're laying there.
hey, we're kind of bringing democracy to these fools.
That's what desperately want a voice changer now.
Think
All
I
right,
press a
do
warlock? Because the warlock's the only one that can shoot as fast as I need.
you know what? We're just let's finish this off. So we get the XP. XP.
Murderer.
Listen, it's Among Us.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, you attacked the brain, didn't you? Did you attack the brain?
No, nobody attacked any brain. Somebody activated
Okay.
something. Wait, I wanna do it, Meisters. Hold on. There's a special barbarian option only.
Stragglers.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Let's try it. Add the bonus. Oh, I can't. Oh well, let's get it. Yes!
You did need it.
I'm gonna rip this door off this pod. Let's go.
Okay. Transfer control of Shadowheart to me when you're done.
I'm not gonna. talk to her. I just got her out of the pod. You can talk to her.
No, it
Okay.
automatically.
No,
should
it doesn't.
put-
There.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to her. Okay. Oh, that's good.
Freaking stole from me. What the?
Gosh dang it. Okay, it's because we had Lazel. It only gives you one extra one.
Told you.
Corn, do you have command?
I did not take command.
Okay.
No.
That's how you take. That's how you get the sword from her. From
I-
the thing.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I've done it before. I just didn't think we were gonna do it.
It's not necessary. Who's going to even use the sword?
You?
Me.
What just happened?
I'm a Ninja Turtle. I'm the Wrath of El. I've got to have 2 sais or daggers or something to that thing.
We lose our brain here.
We don't need it anyway. We just got to get to the exit.
I've heard that before.
I mean, you hang out with Rab, don't you? Where do you think you heard it?
Where we're going, we don't need brains.
That's right.
You're supposed to be a melee wizard.
No, aren't you supposed to be using your normal voice?
Being a democracy to people. What are you talking about? I'm gonna
Oh,
free these
come
brains
on.
for their mortal coils.
Let's just do this.
I'm liking that voice, though, by the way.
Time to push
Me
my luck
too.
again.
I literally can't stand it. Y'all are crazy.
Oh,
I vote we all have the voice
Like
next
you,
time.
I've shoved them away too.
Too bad you can't shove him off the edge. Doesn't let you have that option.
How's she? Oh shit. I mean, oh poop. Oh poop.
This is gonna be one of those streams. Got him!
Alright. I got one left.
Is that blood?
And you're absolutely sure you don't have command? Like you can't
Yeah.
press A and choose it?
What about you? Why can't you use command?
Oh, command's a cleric spell.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside,
I'm not even gonna read
do as I
Rafflecopter's
say.
comments anymore.
Spell is not prepared.
Of course you're not prepared.
Yeah, oh, you should be able to, you can still prepare it right now.
Oh, duh, that's right.
Yeah, before we actually open the door.
Get rid of inflict wounds for
Who was
command.
Bernadette?
There we go. Okay, I got command.
Okay, command drop on the, yeah, oh boy, I'm excited.
See.
Are you ready to enter the helm? Waiting for other players.
Why am I watching this? Skip! Skip!
Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
Let's see.
QS said we need a Bernadette voice off of Big Bang Theory. That's
I don't have enough movement to get to him.
quite the unique.
Jump.
Oh,
Scared
that's
about this, but
Yeah, jumping if you have higher strength.
Nothing
Makes you
will
go
stand in
further.
my way.
well, I meant more like just dying. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, so it'd have enough space or
There
enough
we go
movement.
again.
See if
Another
this does it.
trick up my sleeve.
Should have done that first, Meisters. That would have made way more sense.
Still don't have enough.
Nice.
I mean, you got next turn to command him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll be in position. Alright, here we go.
Wait, if you make him drop his sword, he'd be easy to kill, wouldn't he?
Yes, we can
Hopefully.
kill him. We have enough people. I can kill him solo. So we have enough people to kill him if he drops his sword.
If. That's the big question. If.
My thigh.
We only get like what, 2 tries? That's all I have is 2 spell slots. So
Yeah, but the demons have a it's like a 65% chance or something, 75% chance for you to succeed.
I said, Omega, we seriously need to play this sometime. It looks fun. I told you, QS. You turned me down. I told you it was a good idea. And you were like, I don't know, Omega. I'm not really much of a gamer. And I said, it's not that complicated. It's really simple. But yes, we can definitely do that, QS. And we should. Ooh.
Ignore the
He's rocking that,
We
dude.
must take the transponder. Let my name
Oh,
be
so
known.
no one attaches the explosives to me?
I thought you had it. Okay, so he
My
can't.
facts are completely different now.
God, but
saved.
that voice makes me want you to accidentally die.
Despite everything.
So,
Accidentally.
accidentally.
Why?
It's just. Guys.
It sounds like you're constantly giving a hurricane forecast.
Oh, he's stunned. Oh, yes.
Oh, the good old faithful magic missile. Kira said, yeah. Are we, we're killing this guy? What if we fail command?
Well, we're about to find out. Weapon dropped. Boom. It's on the ground.
Here we go!
You bow or you break.
Hold on Alt and pick up Everburn. Pick up the blade.
I was about to say, someone needs to pick it up.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we can kill him now.
Like I wasn't gonna pick that up. Come on now.
Strike you down.
You can also have Lazel equip it right now, or equip it yourself.
I guess I shouldn't I?
I'm fury. I am death.
What?
Look at that.
Everyone hates my voice? Wow.
Everybody, it is literally the worst thing I have experienced in my life.
I kind of like it.
I went through 8 days
I
of
think
no
it's hilarious.
electricity in 2024. This is worse.
Still on my feet.
Let's do the apocalypse.
Why am I standing here?
I don't know.
QS said that voice is awful for real. 100% with wrath. I'm just catching up on chat, Meisters. I know this has already been discussed. I'm just catching up on chat. Hans thinks it's hilarious. Yes, we know, Hans. We know you think it's hilarious. Yes, I mean, I suppose so, Hans.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Alright, let me equip this.
Well, if you suggest voices, I can see if I can download them.
You got Jordan Peterson?
Oh no.
Heck yeah, abso-freaking-lutely.
Jordan Peterson, get out of here.
Just get a Kermit, boy.
How about Donald Trump? I mean, come
Oh
on.
my god, I can download it. I can download Jordan Peterson.
Of course, that's a... listen, if they're gonna make voices, why wouldn't they make something like Jordan Peterson? It makes perfect sense.
You
Voice
can tell us
mods
about
wouldn't...
talk about the lobster when you get it up.
I like the fact that he's sitting there punching. Hey, Kismet!
Worth the cost.
Man, this sucks.
What program is he using anyway?
Kismet said, I'm pretty fortunate right now. Do tell why, Kismet. Why are you pretty fortunate now?
Dark, you need to end your turn.
He's downloading a voice. That's why he's not able to.
Oh, it didn't end. Sorry.
Oh, I did. I heard it like in the background. I did.
Wow. We cannot hit this guy to save our lives. We got... We better hope we take him down before... Okay, there.
We got 10 turns. We're good.
Well, it's the Cambions that show up are the issue right here.
Oh yeah. Oh, we didn't block the entrance too.
I How do you block the entrance? Is it possible here?
I think I saw a video somewhere where you can like put chests in front of it and they can't get through.
Move around behind this guy so at least they focus our illithid friend first.
Another fight.
Yeah, I hit him for
Let's go.
For Dippy.
Oof, I almost, man.
Why? This game hates me.
It's because your strength is so low.
Yeah, I didn't take points in strength, I knew. Gizman said I won a case of goodwill for my goodwill vid. It had a bunch of junk thrown in a GPU. It looked like it was just hanging, and no way that it should work. Yet, somehow it does. Dude, that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool that you won that and it works. That's
Yeah, it might be worth just spending the spell slots now.
It's huge.
Sounds like another Linux PC.
That's a good point. Kismet, another Linux PC for you.
Oh no.
He said, yet somehow it does. Now I
here
have
it
a working
comes.
1660. Oh gosh, they're
he's going
focusing me.
after
Thank you
You
so
can do some
much.
mining. You can do some coin mining.
Uh-oh. Okay.
You can mine some Doge.
If we don't,
We...
there's no way.
Yeah, we need to run.
Like Jordan Peterson.
We need
Do we
we're
just
gonna have
abandon
to
this?
run. Yeah, we're gonna have to abandon this.
Jordan Peterson.
Sounds a
It's
little
time to
bit.
go. Time to dip out, boys.
I guess you have to change your own inflection to help it along, maybe.
Dull moment.
Like if you kind of do the voice a little bit on your own.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Wonder if the
thinking.
gods are watching me.
Well, what does he sound like? Or how does he talk?
He sounds like Kermit the Frog, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pitch your voice up just ever so slightly. Add a little bit of whine.
Hey,
Act like you're Canadian.
It's like
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, there you go.
Does that sound better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, actually.
Here we go. I'm Jordan Peterson.
That's actually a kind of good.
Hey, Gizmet said I'm not messing with Windows again. I'm using it now. Oh, you're using the 1660 now, and I guess you're using Linux on it. Okay.
See, what is it? 16 meters away. Oh, okay. I guess I have to freak out.
Guess we should try to kill these couple of small enemies that arrive, so we got the XP from it. We need as much as we can in honor mode. The sooner we get to level 12, the more likely we are to survive. Oh wow, he punched him out. Knockout! Ow!
Yeah, it's bad now. We need to run straight for the controller.
Gizmet said, now I gotta test it in game. I'm going for Helldivers. Yes, Gizmet.
Nice.
There's a lot of new updates to Helldivers too that are
Okay.
sweet.
So fun. The weapon buffs were so badly
We're
needed.
getting lucky.
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Forward, Istik, before more dragons come.
Why?
The same thing.
Okay, I made it. You guys can hit the last thing.
I can't even catch my breath.
See if y'all can kill it, maybe.
Yeah, hold
Nope,
on.
I'm out.
I'm fading fast.
Ouch.
I must heal.
I think you go and die, Boo Boo. Oh no, you're good.
Alright, he's gonna make it, and then
I can't!
you can't hit it.
I don't have enough movement. This is as far as I can
Do you
get.
have a throw? Throw something.
No.
How much health does it
Throw
have?
it.
5?
Yeah,
What can I
hatchets,
do?
yeah,
Let me
hatchets, throw
see.
hatchets.
3 to 8? Okay, here's a chance. Here's a chance. Alright, we got it.
Nice.
Get
Okay.
us out of here.
We're out.
The helm's alien.
Oh,
Meisters! We made it.
Get there, boys. Get there.
I did forget it was honor mode. I want to say I killed him on
Yeah, I
honor
did
mode,
too.
but maybe I didn't.
Well, we just, I mean, yeah, we did, there's no way. It's really hard anyway
Well,
to
so
kill him, even
when
without
I
his sword,
did it-
just because.
When I did it, I had Shadowheart to cast Shield of Faith on the Illithid, and we
Wide, yeah.
yeah, and we also threw health potions on him. That's what I did. I threw extra health potions on the
As you wait,
Mind Flayer
the
to keep him
tadpole
alive.
squirms. Enjoy the tap.
Alright, Meisters.
Pretty redhead.
He's been saying, KK, I'm gonna close up
Oh, hey,
this
Ruben.
case. and restart after I'll use the 1660 and try to record the stream of my gameplay. Dude, that was it's a sweet spot to be in, brother. Hans wants to know if you're going to be alive, Kismet. All right, let's do this. I'm going to save this session. Successfully saved.
Wait. Don't do anything. Hold on.
Hold on for what? We're not holding on.
Never mind, you already saved it, and
It's already
so it won't
saved.
save after I level up. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so we're done.
We're done for tonight.
We're done. We're done.
Honestly, an hour past where I normally close the stream out, but we had a good time tonight. Rav,
That's crazy.
Corn,
Just think if we actually
Dark.
started on time.
Yeah, and had all those people that were popping in.
I mean, we still have we had 20 people the entire time.
Oh
almost.
yeah, no, this has been a poppin' stream for sure. There's been a ton of people.
I think
in
we
here, so-
lost one person. Who was that person?
Yeah, JMF in here. We've had
So
Kismet,
so the same-
Incy, QS,
Gordo.
LNR, Gordo.
Gordo Groove.
Yeah, we've had. I mean, this stream it's been fantastic. Well, gents, thanks for joining. I guess Corn, you're not going to be here next Wednesday, correct?
I have band practice Monday, the show on Wednesday, so I'm available Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
All right, we will discuss offline on that part. But for sure, Meisters, next Wednesday stream, there will be no Baldur's Gate. Gents, thanks again for joining in. Meisters, give them the mugs in the chat. Put them in there! Nice, piping hot. And Meisters, we're going to discuss, like I said, some more offline. I'm going to close this stream out with you all. Here's the deal, Meisters. This was a ton of fun tonight. Yes, I know. We should have been more prepared. I get it, Meisters. We've heard. LNR, you have a great night too. It's good to see you as always, brother. Hey, by the way, LNR, anytime we're in here, you're welcome in the chat too. Don't you forget it. Meisters, most importantly, your boy Omega, and you know how I feel. I love you guys and I appreciate you. Thanks as always for embracing the madness, Meisters. And we'll see you on the next stream.